Board games, board games, it's what I'm talking about. Board games, I'm not gonna shout. I am starting off this morning with a little bit of singing, and here I am going to play a game that I got several years ago today. I played it a few times before with someone that I live with and I adore. It is something cooperative about cards, how you move and give cards to each other, and then you try to escape the monster so you don't die. It's a board game, it's what I'm talking about. Board games, I'm not gonna shout. Hello and good morning, and yeah, Logsates, it is lovely to see you. And I am Bez. This is episode 292 of the Bezzy Beats and Board Game Blether. And just a reminder that not this week, but the following week, so after episode 300, which is going to be ridiculous and epic, and I don't honestly, I don't expect anyone to watch the whole thing, but maybe have it in the background, I don't know. But after episode 300, I am going to be taking Friday off and Sunday off, at least that week. But we'll see how we go in future. But it'll all be on my calendar, which I will chuck into the Discord. And you'll see it also on stufflikebez.com/streams. Anyway, with that, today, what am I doing? I am playing Flea, which is this game, and you can watch me as I play and ponder and commentate on this game if you want. There is backseating allowed, so if you want to suggest things that I do, that is okay. That's pretty much it. So many of my streams are ridiculously epic. It's not special anymore. Nah, this one is going to be really, do I have that many ridiculously epic streams? I mean, I know that's like, it's a question, what's his ridiculously epic? But after, I mean, you were there for episode 100. You were like actually one of the stars of the show. You were there for episode 200, so you know what to expect. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm just giving out some random Bezzy bonuses. I'm just a lot. Okay. Actually, if you want, just because it feels weird to ask people to do it for themselves, board games, that's worth 500 Bezzy bonuses. So, 30,000. Wow, that's crazy. But that's going to be worth something one day, maybe 1st of August. I don't know. It depends if I get my act together or not. So, recent highlights, living life and seeing the sights, recent highlights, playing games and other delights, recent highlights. I think I played 2 different games yesterday. One of them, I played with someone who's watching the stream right now. I played Steamworks. That's what it's called, right? Steamworks. It's a game wherein putting different bits of machinery over. It's kind of an engine building game, except that it feels like, I don't know, it wasn't getting as ridiculous. I can definitely see why you would want to make it even more epic, why you would want to, once you're good at it, extend it like Sate does. I can totally see the charm of it. I'm not going to say that I'm prepared to jump into that myself. I would want to play it as written a few times more, but there's definitely an interesting interplay. You've got your sources, and then they are powering little different bits of machinery. And machinery, it comes in 3 different varieties: steam, electrical, and coggy. And then those little, and there are some that are wild cards that can supply energy to different things, or machines that can plug into anything. But then it's like, okay, what machines can work well? It's kind more of a tableau builder than it doesn't. I feel like there's definitely a big upper limit on how crazy it can get, and for sure, Xate's final turn, it was like, boom, I'm putting this down, then that allows me to run my machine again, and then boom, I'm putting this down, and that allows me to run a machine again. And yeah, that I can totally see why those bits, okay, I'm going to definitely pick them up in the future if I ever see them again. But yeah, it feels like it's got an upper limit on it based on, your machine 5. But anyway, it was a good game. That. Yeah, Steam works. Yeah, Steam works. What else did I play? I also played Lucky Numbers, which is a really simple game of just putting things. There's a bit of luck, there's a bit of probability management, and I entered an official tournament. I actually played it enough to get my rank up to 100, just so I could see what the tournament on BGA is all about. And yeah, so far I've won 3 out of my 4 games. And so each person, there's a scoring system for tournament play. It's not just win or lose. It's like, okay, let's play 2 games, and each 2 points for a win, -1 point for each space that you had. If you don't know Lucky Numbers, it's about pulling random numbers from a bag, putting them down onto a grid, except that every horizontal row and every vertical row needs to be ascending in order. And yeah, the first 2 opponents I had, I've beaten both of them at single elimination tournaments. And yeah, my first opponent was super lovely. They were French, and I said, merci pour la jeu. And they said, oh, merci à vous. And then they said something that I can't remember, something pour la tournée, pour la suite de la tournée, which means good luck for the rest of the tournaments. And yeah, having those few lines with each other kind of brings about the human connection. So I was all about that. That was good times. What else have I been up to? I did last night, whilst listening to a bit of Monique, I did draw a few more letters. You can see I've drawn the RST, BCD, and there's only about 3 lines of the alphabet to go. So yeah, that is what I'm working on. I know that these letters aren't perfect. I'm making peace with them. They will never be perfect, but that's roughly what categorical is going to look like. This is not the final letter shapes again. This is my final color study before I just be like, okay, unless anyone has any major issues, I'm going to just chuck this onto bits of paper and start doing the final drawings. So yeah, that is me. That's my recent highlights. What about you? Like, what recent highlights have you had, if you want to share? I mean, was playing Steamworks a recent highlight? Did you, I don't know, did you get up to anything much else? Did you enjoy Palooza? Oh yeah, it was Russ with all the marbles careening down the path, and then a marble overtakes another, and then Bez comes out from the lead to get 3rd place. But yeah, obviously Russ wasn't commentating like that. It was great getting to try Steamworks on BG. Oh, I'm glad. Happy to be able to facilitate that, even though I remember Xate saying that Xate would not play it ever again on BGA. But I think that's what you said. And bonjour. Mike de Grief, it is lovely to see you. And congratulations. That is, should be proud of yourself for sure. Yeah, doing chores. It's not such a, I mean, let's talk about a brilliant thing. What's a little thing which is brilliant? So yeah, Mike, say it, and feel free to chime in with what you think is brilliant. Or going off the rails, we can have more than one brilliant thing. We can talk about all the brilliant things. I would like to talk about doing chores. I mean, the actual doing of the chores is not a brilliant thing, but having the chores be finished. Once the chores are done, it's like, yeah, these are done. There's no more. It's like that sense of accomplishment. And I think you deserve to be proud of yourself. So yeah, I guess that's it really. Just the accomplishment of having done the chores. That's the brilliant thing. If anybody else, yeah, if you have anything to share, and oh, Mike the Grief says it's Mike's first working day in a new job. Congratulations! What's the job? I hope that it goes very well. And yeah, I totally understand if you kind of put me on silence in a wee bit. Just yeah, I'll say goodbye if you are heading off. But good morning, Alex. It's lovely to see you. And yeah, brilliant things. Just getting stuff done, being proud of yourself, and let me know if you have any questionably quick questions or any other highlights you want to mention. The thing I always ask myself is, what time is it? Where am I? I am in Glasgow, third story building. It says 10:13. And yeah, it is lovely, isn't it? A rare honor for me to be present in the stream. And in case anyone was wondering, Mike de Grief is a receptionist in a social house. Well, congratulations. Now, Xates has a small question for chat. This is a questionably quick question. And so, what should Xates bake during the stream? Brownies, pumpkin pie, or cookies? If I mean, it's down to which one you would prefer, isn't it? But for me, pumpkin pie sounds like the most exciting. Pumpkin pie sounds like, okay, wow, there's a good bit that's going on here. It's like brownies. I know it might not be as good as homemade brownies, but you can buy pretty good brownies from a lot of places. Same as cookies, you can buy cookies from a lot of places. Xate suggests pumpkin brownie cookies. Yeah, I see what you're doing there, but that feels like we're asking a lot of Xate. And store-bought brown. No, I'm not. Like if you know, like not from a supermarket. You know, Mike says all three. That's what you should bake. I use vegan gingerbread cookies for the pie crust. I make them so they flow like lava with dark chocolate and mint. Oh, wow. That does sound very impressive. Okay, flowing like lava. Okay. I mean, I was going for the pumpkin pie first, but, you know, now you've described it, it sounds like you've got a lot of love for your brownies. So, I mean, I noticed that I mentioned brownies and cookies, and you defend the brownies. So given that you're defending the brownies and not the cookies, I'm going to say you should go and bake the brownies because those seem to be the things that you're the most passionate about. That's what I'm going to say. And so, yeah, any other quick questionably quick questions? Sorry, mute that mic, make myself bigger, and can I get this to rotate? No, don't come back. I feel like I want to put a weight on here. Like maybe if I had a wee weight, I don't know what sorts of weights. Like then that would stop the other half swinging around. See, once I stop pulling down on it, it just swings around until because the entire house is kind of on a wee bit of a tilt. Not a complete tilt, just a wee bit of a tilt. Yeah, I'm going to try and oh, okay. I've managed to get it to remain static for the moment, at least. That is good stuff. Okay. So, whilst people just, well, it seems like people don't have any more questionably quick questions. So let me move on to the next section. But you can feel free to comment, ask questions, like, follow, all that stuff. Please, and if you want to join in more of the chat, do check me out on Twitch, because that's where more of the chat happens. Although if it's more convenient for you to be on Facebook or YouTube, I totally love you and appreciate you for everything. So now we are playing Flea, and I'm going to just be chatting about this game, playing it in a very slow, lackadaisical manner, and yeah, chatting and talking about whatever people come up with. So let's open the box. Now, obviously, I have, just to tell you, I have reset the box, so you can reset the box. This is also going to be very mild spoilers. The deeper we get, the more will be spoiled. So you can reset this game very easily by looking at the numbers on the backs of the cards and putting them into that order. It is kind of a campaign game. The idea of Flea is that it's one in the series of fast-forward games. It is literally just a deck of cards. This is all you get. This is an example of, in my opinion, okay, if I were to review this game, this is not a review, but if I were to review this game, I would say, look, this box, I understand you've done this box to fit on a shelf. I understand this is a standard box, but how much nicer would it be if it were a little bit closer to the sides of the cards, and then you opened it, and then it was like, okay, that's it, and then I can reach my fingers in and take them out, or yeah, even like, it just feels, to be fair, in the global scheme of things, in terms of environmental impacts, cardboard is not up there. It's really all about the plastic. But anyway, my gosh, it's really white. I need to, maybe I'm really sorry. I need to do something to allow there to be a bit more shadow. Okay, we're going to have to cope with this for today. I will explain everything going on, and then, yeah, sorry about that. Alex likes brownie, so that's our 60% or more chocolate. We used to accidentally over microwave them when working in a hotel restaurant. Oh, it's such a shame we can't serve this. I guess I'll have to eat it instead. Yeah, that makes sense. And Stream Elements reminds me that it is stretching time, so... Oh, wait. Back and forth. Back and forth. Back and forth. Back and forth. Okay. Now, back to Flea. So this is fast forward number 3. This is Friedemann Friese's attempt at making games. You know Friedemann Friese, okay? Friedemann Friese, best known for having green hair, loving the color green, and all of Friedemann Friese's games start with the letter F. Best known probably for Power Grid. Yeah, probably best known for Power Grid. Also made some crazy ideas like 504, where you've got 504 possible games, because it's like one of those flippy books where you're putting, okay, one of these 9 modules for this part of the game, one of these 9 modules for this part of the game, and one of these 9 modules, but you select 3 different modules. So it's like 9 times 8 times 7 equals 504. And then this is Friedemann Friese's other experiment. I've played all 3 of the initial ones released in 2017. This is a really nice game. And hello, Hallie. It's Hal. It is lovely to see you. I'm just talking about this game before I properly get stuck into it. And so, yeah, Friedemann Friese, amazing person. So the first one in this, one of them was Fortress. One of them was Fear. Fear is almost like Uno, but a little bit better. It's like that level of complexity. Fortress is my favorite of the series. It's easy. It brings in new elements as you play through it. And then you're playing through this game. If you play through the entire campaign, it'll be like maybe 3 hours. but you probably just, but each actual game is maybe 10 minutes, but then you sit and then you get into it and then you learn it with another person on the other side of the table. And that's how I ended up playing that one. Same as Fortress, it stayed interesting. Anyway, Flea, I've played it a few times with a housemate. We got to card number 62, and we'll see how we get on this time. Let's look at the box. It's done by FF Spiele and also Stronghold Games, because Strongholds do a lot of stuff for them. It's got this lovely Alice in Wonderland bit. It is supposedly for 1 to 4 players. Can't see that. Where's that on the box? Oh yeah, 1 to 4. I would not suggest this for 3 or 4 players, just having played it myself. I think it's one of those cooperative games where really everyone's just sharing the labor, and I don't feel like there's enough complexity going on to provide the interests of 3 or 4 players. That's just me. I feel like there's a really interesting puzzle. I've played it with 2. It was nice with 2, and I'm sure it will be good with 1, but personally I would not play it with 3 or 4. Now I'm going to read the rules, because when I first opened this, okay, I'm going to say when I first opened this, and then you see the idea is that you pick up the cards one at a time. And if you look at the top, it says, hey, don't shuffle these cards. You read them in order. Hey, don't shuffle these cards. And this is the last card. Turn it over. Don't peek at them. And so let's pop these in the background. And so if you pick up the first one, it's meant to just start you off. But there's so many rules. It says, select a player to read the text on the back of this card. And the text on the back of this card, how wordy is that? It almost feels like, well, I might have as well got to rule sheets, and then you get the Mad Hatter, and then there's more rules, just a wee preview. And it feels like this game, because of the complexity, I really appreciate what Friedemann Friese did, but this one for me was a slightly failed experiment. I feel like this game could have done with a bit of paper rulebook. It feels like this wasn't meant to be a review. This is my first impressions were that Fortress works really well. Fear works really well. Flee, it could have really helped if it had a sheet of paper in addition to these cards. That's what I personally feel. Anyway, so let's get on with this. Fast forward. Do not shuffle the cards. Flee, this is the top of the draw stack and the first card of the game. Find 1 to 4 players. Well, I'm a player, and if you want to jump in and if you want to give me advice, that is totally okay. And place all cards face down on the table. Okay, so I need to take them out of the box and put them onto the table. I mean, I'm going to follow the instructions perfectly. Okay, they're on the table, right? As a draw stack, without peeking at the cards, the game starts. Select a player to read the text on the back of this card. And this is where we've got so many rules. And I'm like, that's actually a really small typeface. Can you? I mean, I'm not saying that's too small for me to read, but if you were visually impaired, that would be a problem. And that's why I'm saying, it would have been better with a sheet of paper. Anyway, general rules. Flee is a cooperative game which challenges the decision process of 1 to 4 players whom take on the roles of pursued characters on the run from the monster. If you are 4 players, each player controls one of these pursued characters. With fewer players, shared responsibility. Can I make my shared responsibility of the unassigned characters, or assign players the control of multiple characters? Game preparation. Draw the next 9 cards, one after numbers 2 to 10, one after the other, and reveal them. Read the text on the 4 pursued character cards, and then place them together with the stated playing cards in a clockwise order in their play areas. For now, please ignore the text on the playing cards. During the game, the 4 pursued characters control the playing cards in their hands, which are always placed face up in their play area. This will enable players to openly discuss tactics related to card play in the ongoing challenge to flee from the monster. Place new rule cards next to the rules card to one side of the playing area. At the bottom, all cards are numbered from 1 to 90. Ignore these numbers during the game. So you can't see it, but I'm going to pop off these rule cards off to one side, pop the box there, and Mad Hatter. By the way, I know my lights is weird, but these cards are genuinely very green, just so you know. It's not just the lighting. These are genuinely very green, and the back of every card, it looks like it... Wait, let me try and do it so you know. It kind of looks like it's got some big lights, spotlights on it, if you can see that. Okay, so Mad Hatter, obviously in green. It wouldn't be a Friedemann Friese game if it wasn't green. And you know what I love? I love the fact that Friedemann Friese started off from making games, and then Funkenschlag got translated to Power Grid, which is kind of an anomaly. And then nowadays it's like, no, you can't have an English game name with me on it that doesn't start with F. As Friedemann Friese has progressed, it's felt like Friedemann Friese is embracing the green more and more and become kind of, I'm not going to say a parody because that sounds mean, but sort of, yeah, kind of embracing this gimmick, let's say. And that's just fun. Like, I mean, look, this isn't white. This is actually, and black. This is light green and dark green. I don't know if you can see that properly. Light green and dark green. That is genuinely all green. I mean, there is a bit over here that's definitely blue, but yeah. I'm just very impressed with, I mean, even the socks, like, they're kind of yellowish green. Anyway, Mad Hatter. Only at the start of the first game. Mad Hatter starts the game as the 4th character. Why would you start as the 4th? Why not? I mean, is it going to go... Okay, I guess... Yeah, this is weird. As the 4th character in the current turn order, he receives the monster, the next card of the draw stack, and places it in his play area. So, I'm going to do what it says and ignore the text on the monster. Lewis. Only at the start of the first game. Lewis starts the game as the 1st character in the current turn order. And there's a helpful diagram. He receives the card for you, the next card of the draw stack, and places it in his play area. So there we'll have Lewis with the card for you. So Lewis is... I mean, that's not very green compared to the Mad Hatter. Maybe I was wondering why the Mad Hatter was on top. And I think it might just be because it's the most green. I mean, now I'm looking at Tweedledum and, you know, that's not green at all. That's, you could imagine that coming in one of my games. Very red, in fact. Tweedledum. Only at the start of the first game, Tweedledum starts the game as a 2nd character in the current turn order. He receives Future, the next card of the draw stack, and places it in the turn play area. Only at the start of the first game, Alice starts the game as the 3rd character in the current turn order. She receives the card Skip, the next card in the draw stack, and places it in her play area. So, there we've got Lewis, Tweedledum, Alice, and Mad Hatter. And they've all got their little cards. Each card is a special ability that can be played on their turn. Current turn order. I'm just going to say, like, it feels a wee bit weird that we started off with 4, then 1, then 2, then 3. I mean, is that weird to anyone else? Or is it just me? It feels like, okay, the first one got the monster, and then maybe because it starts off with the monster and it's assuming that people will read it, even if they've been told not to. But yeah. Current turn order. This card shows the current turn order clockwise or counterclockwise direction. At the start of each game, place this card with this side in the center. You start the game in clockwise direction. In the center, that's not good, because if it's in the center, is it going that way Or is it going that way? Sorry, it should not be a straight arrow. I'm going to be really hypercritical of this game. This should be a round arrow. Come on. I mean, look, if Tempest, the old video game, has taught me anything, it's what an amazing difference a circle makes versus a line. Okay, so for those who don't know, Tempest, the video game, is a game where you are spinning around the outside of a tunnel. It's a circle. You are basically going around the outside of the circle and then shooting enemies that come from the inside of the circle and then emerge outwards. In Tempest, in the original cabinet arcade version that I played after having already played the some relatively modern update, and I think that was some museum in London. I think they were doing a special exhibit of like lots of old arcades. It was super amazing. Anyway, I can't remember the name of the exhibit or indeed the place in London. It was while I still lived in Glasgow. Anyway, but the point is that with the original arcade machine, you've got a little knob and then you turn the knob and it's clear. If you turn the knob this way, then it's going this way. If it's at the bottom, it's going to the right. If it's at the top, it's going to the left. And that's the complication. If you're on a traditional joypad, then okay, if you press right, which way does it go? That has to be consistent. So they align it to the bottom. So if you're pressing right, that means it goes anti-clockwise. And if you press left, that means it goes clockwise. But then for whichever direction they'd chosen, it would be correct at the bottom or top, and it would have been wrong at the other side. It's the same here. Why draw a line? Because this is going to be correct on one side and wrong on the other side. If anything, this is the first thing that I'm going to say, no, sorry, Friedemann Friese, I'm not going to do what you say. I'm going to put it there and have it being like, if it were like that, to me, it means that it's going this way. But really, it's going this way. So if anything, this should be like that. So it's kind of reminding me that it's going that way. Yeah. So it's going that way at the bottom. So yeah, there we go. Current turn order. There we go. Wait a minute. You can't see that very well. Can I move my cards so you can see more of the thing? Sorry about this. Current turn order. There we go. So it's kind of got the wee arrow, and let me try and pull it up to the max. Although I am worried that this is going to be a strain on this. Okay, you can see a tiny bit more of the stuff now. Okay, the first chapter. Beginning to flee. The cards in this draw stack are sorted. The order of these cards is important for the first chapter. You must choose your actions wisely and ensure each player receives the right cards as you plan your escape. You need to focus as best you can. Select a player to read the text on the back of this card. I choose me. How to play a character's turn. When you take your turn as a pursued character, play one card from your play area, which is, you've only got one card. Place it on the discard pile. We didn't mention the discard pile, but I'm going to put it here. And use its action. In many situations, there will only be one card in your play area to choose for play. Afterwards, if you have no cards in your play area, draw one card from the draw stack. Then your turn ends. Always, when receiving cards, you must always immediately place them. Yeah, just always and then always. Always, when receiving cards, you must always immediately play. That's just a bit clunky, sorry. Place them in your play area. Only when played in a future turn may their actions be triggered. Okay. During the game, because of various possible actions, you may have several cards in your play area. There is no hand limit, so you can have any number of cards. Still, you may only play one card from your play area. If during your turn another pursued character's hand size is reduced to 0, they immediately must draw one card from the draw stack before you continue your turn. Now Lewis begins the game. Early defeat. If you lose during the first chapter, you must reset all cards again by sorting the numbers on the bottom of the cards before reattempting the next game. Okay, so we know how to play, and this is where we might want to plan ahead. We might want to read the cards that we've got. So let's read them in reverse order. The monster, which is with player number 4, the Mad Hatter. If you have the monster in your play area when you should begin your turn, all players lose the game. If you receive the monster during your turn, play continues with no immediate endgame check. The monster is considered to be one of the cards in your play area and can be exchanged between the characters. It cannot ever be placed on the discard pile, in the center, or back onto the draw stack. So yeah, this game, slight spoiler, it's about using the skip to skip the turn of someone, using stuff to pass the monster around, like skip. When played, skip the next pursued character in the current turn order. So clearly Alice is going to play that, and we will bypass the Mad Hatter, and then we will play 3 more turns before we have some other way of getting rid of the monster. For you, when played, reveal the topmost cards of the draw stack and give the revealed card to any of the 4 pursued characters and place it in their play area. Okay. Future, when played, reveal the next 3 cards of the draw stack. Place one of them in your play area. Place the other 2 in the order of your choice face up on top of the draw stack. Okay. And do you draw when... Okay, if you have no cards, draw 1. Okay. So we'll start off with Lewis. Now, reveal the topmost card of the draw stack, and I can give it to anyone. This card is New Turn Order. When played, change the current turn order either from clockwise to counterclockwise or vice versa. Turn the current turn order to its other side. So I could easily give this to Alice, and what that would mean is that then Alice on the subsequent turn would bring it back to reverse turn order and it would go here. That might be quite nice. Alternatively, maybe I can do something about, Tweedledum, give it to the future. Let me do the obvious thing. If you have any opinions, shout out. Otherwise, I'm going to give that to Alice. And that goes to the draw stack. Take another card. And I get cards to the left. Draw 1 card from the draw stack, place it in your play area. And every pursued character passes one of their cards simultaneously to the character on their left. Okay. So if I'd known that this was coming, I should have gotten the new turn order to Mad Hatter. Oh, unless we move the monster as well as new turn order, we could do that. Anyway, so that will be next turn. Now it is Tweedledum to play. Tweedledum says, future, when played, reveal the next 3 cards of the draw stack. Place one of them in your play area, place the other 2 in the order of your choice, face up on top of the draw stack. That's so nice, little king, admiring the chronology. And so yeah, for sure this system for the game is really nice in introducing you in a, okay, you're not going to mess up at least the first turn. You see, okay, to skip, that's how it's going to go, and then it becomes harder and harder. I think there's something to be said for this fabled fruit flea style system. Anyway, so what cards have we got? We've got draw 2 cards. Someone might draw 2 cards. Card exchange. When played, draw 1 card from the draw stack, place it in your play area, and choose any 2 of the 4 pursued characters who exchange one of their cards with each other. Oof, fancy. Go away. Draw 1 card from the draw stack and place it in your play area. And choose any of the 4 pursued characters. That character places one of their cards in the discard pile and draws 1 card from the draw stack, which is placed in their play area. Okay, so get someone to scrap something, can't be the monster, take another card. Okay, let me, mute my computer. Now, what are we going to keep? What do we want to go to Alice? What do we want to go to the Mad Hatter? Bearing in mind that next turn everything is going to move round one. And the following turn we could definitely move the new turn order and the monster round. Or we could give something that ends up going to Alice, which helps get rid of that. So that is deemed as a card. So if we do card exchange for Alice, because Tweedledum is basically, because Tweedledum is affecting the future, Tweedledum is determining what Tweedledum, Alice, and Mad Hatter will get, which after the card to the left will determine what Lewis, Tweedledum, and Alice have next turn. And so, although Tweedledum's thing will not be played because it will be card to the left, so basically what will Tweedledum get to play? What will Alice maybe get to play? That's what we are wondering. And if I want the monster to still be here, it would make sense to say card exchange. Let me double check. Because if you get the monster during your turn, it's okay, I think. Let me double check the monster. If you receive the monster during your turn, play continues with no immediate endgame check. It did. Whoops, sorry about that. It did specifically say that. So, the monster. We can do a card exchange for Alice, which means I want the card exchange to be the last thing. So that goes to Mad Hatter, that comes to Alice, and Alice is going to swap a turn order with Mad Hatter. Go away. I don't see any need for it right now, so maybe Tweedledum will take that. And yeah, that's going to be my chosen order. I'm going to take go away because that's going to not be played next turn. So now Alice's turn. Alice has a choice of 2 cards. Wait a minute. Oh my gosh. I totally messed this up. I forgot that you don't always draw a card at the end of your turn. You only draw a card if you're out of things. Yeah, and so... yeah, that was going to be that turn. That's... oh my gosh, that's terrible. Let's carry on. Okay, Alice clearly needs to play the skip, which skips the next person. And it's Lewis's turn. Lewis has cards to the left, cards to the left, to the left. All your things are to the left, to the left. And then if during the turn another person's pursued hand size is reduced to 0, they get a new card. And so boom. Okay, now go away. That's the end of Lewis's turn. Tweedledum says new turn order. That has to be done, and that rotates, and so we are now going this way. Tweedledum gets the card exchange. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think I've messed this up. Go away, draw 1 card from the draw stack, place it in your play area, and you choose any of the 4 pursued characters. That character places 1 of their cards and discards 1 of their things and takes 1. Oh, interrupt play. Immediately read the text on the back of this card. The rules for permanent cards will be explained. Permanent cards. If you draw a permanent card from the draw stack, place it, like all other cards, in your play area with the title Cards in Play Area at the top. When you play a permanent card, give it to any of the 4 pursued characters. So I place it this way. So it's card in play area. And then when it's activated, you place it so that it shows card is activated. So you don't know if you can quite read it, but it says card is activated. So here, let me show you. There's the wee caterpillar smoking the hookah pipe. Draw back to 2 cards. Card in play area shows that it's in your area to give someone. Card is activated, shows that it's actually done something. And what this one will do is at the end of your turn, if you have less than 2 cards, it says fewer than 2 cards. Am I being... fewer is for things that you can count. You have less water, you have less rice, but you have fewer grains of rice. You have fewer milliliters of water. I know that's a weird thing, but I don't know. It feels like the word fewer, is the word fewer more complicated? Is there actually a reason for them to say less here? Honestly, by the way, the fact that I'm giving such tiny criticisms doesn't mean that this is a bad game by any means. This is a really good game. I'm really enjoying it, and I think that what Friedemann Friese has done with this is amazing. I just want to set that context. And if I did not think that this was a good game, I would not be... Actually, yeah, right now, if I didn't think this was a good game, I wouldn't have brought it from London to Glasgow to play. And I didn't expect to be playing it on camera, but yeah, anyway. If you have fewer than 2 cards in your play area, you may draw cards from the draw stack and place them in your play area until you have 2 cards in your play area. Cool. So it's draw back to 2 cards, not just draw back to 1. Anyway, going back to the rules for permanent cards. When you play a permanent card, give it to any one of the 4 pursued characters. That character activates the card by placing it laterally above their character card. For now, it is no longer considered to be a card in a character's play area and is not playable. Instead, the character can now use the permanent effect of this card on their subsequent turns. As a result of gameplay actions, the pursued characters may place activated permanent cards. Yeah, again, that should be either may place an activated permanent card or may place activated permanent cards on the discard pile or can change ownership of these cards. In the latter case, the new owner places the cards in the upright position in their play area. Okay. So if you swap control of a permanent card, it goes from being activated to being in your play area. Fair enough. That pursued character must play this card again to activate the permanent effect. That makes lots of sense. Those rules are meant to be kept in one pile, which I've got to the side just over here. And so, yeah, go away. Draw 1 card, and then we've got the play area. This is really interesting because I guess, was it always going to be this one? I think it was, wasn't it? Because, wait a minute, no. Cards exchange, go away, draw 2 cards. So it was always going to be after you've just skipped them on. No, actually, because we had to go back, didn't we? But I'm really liking this drip feeding of information. I'm digging this. I like this fast-forward fabled fruit system. It is genius. And, well, kudos to Friedemann Friese for pushing new ground. Anyway, choose any of the 4 pursued characters. That character places one of their cards on the discard pile and draws a new one. Okay, so which one do we want to get rid of? We're now going this way. So draw 2 cards will not save us. So I think I've got to get rid of that. And hopefully we'll get something. Boom! That saves us. Cards to the right. It's almost like this game was really well designed, like Friedemann Friese knew that I might have messed up and gave me another get out of jail card. Nice work, Friedemann. Okay, wait a minute. Cards to the right. So that's going. Then cards just moved to the right. So I'm still. Anyway, so it's now the Mad Hatter's turn. Mad Hatter plays cards to the right. Draw 1 card from this draw stack and place it in your play area. And every pursued character passes one of the cards simultaneously to the character on their right. Okay, so Next character does discard 1 card. When played, draw 2 cards from the draw stack and place them in your play area, and place 1 of your cards in the discard pile. And so draw 2, discard 1, but it doesn't really matter because either way it's going to be Tweedledum's turn, and I run into the monster and I lose. And that is my first play of the game. So I got to like, what card did I see? I saw card number 22. So we are going to restart that game. I'm not going to be reading out everything again, but I'll try to make better decisions. This is why I believe Flea isn't so much a game, because of the lack of randomness, because of the lack of shuffling. It feels very much like it's actually a puzzle, but then with that puzzle, I definitely made a mistake in this iteration, don't get me wrong, but it's a puzzle with hidden information that might just happen to scupper you. And hello, Idle Michael, it is lovely to see you. I am just playing through this game and talking about Friedemann Friese's, Flea. I don't know if you've played this, but yeah, I played it back when it was released in 2017, and it's definitely one that I have a lot of admiration for. I feel like the entire 504 and Fast Forward series, they are very much experiments, and I cannot get over how much I admire everything that Friedemann Friese did. I'm going to say that it is a wee bit of a faff. Saying, you need to set up everything in exactly the same order before restarting. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and then the rest. Okay. I never played any of the second ones. I played through the first 3. So I finished Fortress, which I really liked. I finished Fear, and we played it a bit more. That was nice and simple, but no, that's weird. I actually really liked Fortress. Fortress was my favorite. I felt like Fortress, okay, there's a wee bit, I think in the initial series of 3, like Flea was the most complicated, Fear was the simplest, and then Fortress was in the middle. And I feel like, there's a proper game here, it's a competitive thing, there's the chaos of the other player, but, there's new stuff going on every few turns. It's like, okay, here's a new rule for this game. It felt like a campaign game, but it's resettable. That was really enjoyed by me. So Mad Hatter is there. With the monster, Lewis is there with For You. Tweedledum can see the future. And Alice. Yeah, there was a whole bunch that came out in 2018, I want to say. I got the 2017 series, but I didn't get anything from Friedemann in 2018, sad to admit. We were having fun with Fortune, says Hallie. It did kind of get that gambling feel. Yeah, 100%. Agree with Michael. Wild Experiments, definitely someone that I massively respect and would like to be a little bit more like Friedemann Friese. I'm not saying that I want to start wearing green or anything, but I will have to check out Fortune. Thanks for the recommendation, and it's good to hear that Okay, so the first chapter, we've already read through those rules, and oh yeah, so that is it. So for you, let's start again and let's make better decisions this time. For you goes into the discard pile. New turn order. Who do I give this one to? Once this is skipped, then we're going to... I mean, I know that we're going to rotate cards. This is parts of why I don't like Flea, because it requires me to consider, I feel like, to get past the first chapter, having to be like, okay, well, I remember we passed cards around. If I give it to this person, actually, that might be quite good. Okay. And Lewis gets the cards to the left. Boom. Because then that's going to be new turn order and Alice. Okay. Now Tweedledum does the future. Tweedledum looks at the next 3 cards. And this card, once we do card to the left, we're going to skip Mad Hatter. Then Lewis will do card to the left. New turn order will go to Alice. So the turn order is currently going to be boom, 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 boom. And then we'll have to do something before we get to Mad Hatter. Okay, so unless we really wanted to do... yeah, could we... Wait a minute, with the present. No, I couldn't have given it to myself. I'm just thinking about cards to the right. It feels like for the optimal play, what I want to do is not have a new turn order, but have you get the card to the right when you are just about to be playing that card. Oh my gosh. Nice, that sounds amazing. And Michael, how would we even do a random 504 play? Do you mean online or do you mean in person? Because if you mean in person, I'm totally down for that. I would happily, when it's safe, travel over to Are you from Dublin? Is that where you're... Oh, I really should know where you're based, Michael, but you know, I would hunt you down if you kind of... I wouldn't actually hunt you down. I would kind of ask where you live, and I would visit you for a small, 5-person convention if you wanted to host one at your house. I'm just putting it out there. But yeah, how would we do that? Oh, it was Belfast. I was thinking, is it Northern Ireland? Okay, so Michael is technically no longer in the EU. Sad times, sad times. Yeah. I almost want to swear. Yeah, sad times. Let's not talk about Brexit. Okay, so I know that card to the right is coming up. I know that ideally it would be card to the right when it's going round this way, and then the monster pops over. So that would be getting the maximum amount of delay. So card exchange. Yeah, if I did a card exchange, then Alice could do the card exchange. That feels like a solid plan. Yeah. Okay, because this turn I know that yeah, card exchange. Oh, wait a minute. If I give Alice card exchange, it goes to Tweedledum. That's really no good. Oh my gosh, I can't let Alice end up with that because Lewis is going to play card to the left, and then unless I play card exchange here and then Mad Hatter passes on the monster. That might be interesting. It might be. Okay, so maybe I will put card exchange on the top. Then I will place yeah, draw 2 cards. Let's try that. I don't know. Okay, now it's Alice's turn. Alice is going to skip Mad Hatter. So we're still alive, and Alice gets the card exchange. Now, Lewis does cards to the left. Okay, for a moment I thought I'd messed up. So cards to the left, everyone gets, oh, first you draw one and then everyone passes one to the left. So put one to the left, to the left. All these cards are passed to the left, to the left. That's the end of Lewis's turn. It's still the same turn order. Tweedledum does card exchange. And we will draw one card. We've already read the rules for the permanent thing. I'm not going to do that again. And yeah, now we're going to swap. Choose any two of the 4 pursued characters. So boom. Now Alice. Alice must place draw back up to 2 cards. So who do I want to draw back up to 2 cards? Do I want it to be Mad Hatter? Because then Mad Hatter already has 2 cards and we'll get a new one, which might be useful. Or do I want to play it on Alice? Because it feels like, and that's just at the end of your turn. So we are going to have to do something before we get to this monster. So it always feels like, okay, we've evaded the monster this turn. Now, how do we evade the monster next turn? So we've just skipped it by doing the card exchange. Now, if we carry on, if we go, boom, go away, and then we can't get rid of that, but we could get rid of 2 cards and then draw 2 cards. I cannot remember what they are, even though I've seen them. But maybe one of them changes something. Alternately, we could do new turn order and then make it so that it goes to Alice. And then that would suggest that if Alice has 2 cards right now, that Alice might be able to get something to get rid of the monster. Let's try that. And let's go, card is activated for Alice. Alice, Alice, who on earth is Alice? Okay, so Alice draws 2 cards. Cards to the right. So cards to the right is going to be swapping there. So actually that works perfectly with new turn order. Boom. There we go. And discard 2 cards. So Mad Hatter plays new turn order. New turn order. And its turn order is changed. Now it's Alice's turn. Alice is going to say, to the right, to the right. Draw 1 card from the draw stack, place it in your play area. Everyone passes 1 to the right. Wait a minute. Oh. Did I do the left wrongly? Cards to the left. Oh no, I did the left correctly. Did I? Did I actually mess up with my left and right? Okay, cards to the left. I moved them around this way because to the left. Yes, this person should have moved it that way. Oh my gosh, okay. I've totally messed up this game because I was confused by moving it around. And yeah. That's, yeah, I feel like, yeah, honestly, I have an issue with this game. I'm just going to say, like, I feel like cards to the left should be like cards clockwise, especially if this game is designed to be played with 1 to 4 players. And if it's being marketed as a solo game, lefts, I mean, this was left. Yeah, I forgot. It should have been Lewis's left, so it should have been this way around, and I totally messed that up. So I guess I've got to start all over again because I messed it up, because I'm not really playing the game correctly. That is annoying. Start again, Bez, says Michael. Oh man, I'm frustrated with myself. Okay. And we've got Michael apparently posted something in the Discord about the Ravensburger thing, and while I'm sorting out all these cards again for the umpteenth time, I will mention that thanks to Michael, I did mention a thing, and I also got a an email from them, so I need to click on the thing to arrange some sort of meeting at some point. And so that's exciting. If it hadn't been for your stream, Michael, I would not have made a submission. I submitted the Strange Animal Noises game to them, and then they said, hey, we are willing to have a 30-minute chat with you. So that was good times. So yeah, thank you very much, Michael, for doing that stream and encouraging everyone to get involved. Lots of love. That is all I am saying about that. Lots of love to Michael. Michael is lovely. And where's number 3? Where is number 3? No, there's number 3. 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 and 11 and 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay. Okay. I am starting again. We have already read this card. We know that the Mad Hatter starts here. We know that Lewis starts here. This is definitely correct. We know that Tweedledum starts there, and Alice starts there. It's like that Bandersnatch. Current turn order. We know it's that way. We don't need to read these instructions. I'm going to play a card at the start of everyone's turn. Lewis must play for you. That is what's going to happen. You turn order. Who gets it? This can go to anyone. It will skip. Clearly, Lewis isn't going to take it. Okay, let's think about this. I think I actually put it here. I think I put it there. And then cards go to the left. So to the left, it's actually clockwise. Left is clockwise. Okay, left is like that. Left is clockwise. Okay, let me get it in my head. Okay, and I'll make the thing big again so you can... Future. Tweedledum tells the future. Tweedledum looks at the 3 things and is going, okay, do I want to... Next time it's going to go skip. Cards to the left. Remember, it goes round that way. So then Tweedledum gets a new card. Alice will get Tweedledum's card that Tweedledum's about to take. And then Mad Hatter can do new turn order before Lewis gets the monster. Okay. That's actually a little bit easier. If I'd played the game by the correct rules and not mixed up my left and right, it would have been a little bit easier. How about that? It's almost as if Friedemann Friese wanted this first chapter to be quite easy. Blimey. Anyway. Okay, so what I want that doesn't delay the monster necessarily, I don't think it matters, really. It's just draw 2 cards, gives me more options. Card exchange, we don't need that yet. I think card exchange, we want it to come later. And so let's go with draw 2 cards. Okay. Alice will skip the Mad Hatter. That's the initial setup. You're meant to obviously know that you're skipping the monster, and that's how you're doing it. It's nice. It's simple. We skip. And then now Lewis does cards to the left and to the left. Wait a minute. Which way's to the left? To the left. Okay. I'm going to have to keep on reminding myself. Tweedledum. Oh, maybe I didn't want to go away. Okay, so which one do I want to get rid of? Maybe I get rid of Alice's. But if Alice get rid... Oh, wait, you pick up this one first, and then you choose one to get rid of. Okay. Brilliant. Boom. Draw 2 cards. Now, Alice has to draw one straight away. We know how the cards in play area work. And Alice is actually going to play this. And it's going to be new turn order. And then it will go bap, bap, bap. So maybe what we should do, and then card exchange. once it's turn order, and then Tweedledum will card exchange these two, and then Monster will be here, and then Lewis will go, and then it doesn't matter what it is until it goes back to Alice. So Alice needs more cards, so Alice is going to play this on Alice. Alice will play it on herself. There you go. Now we get to Mad Hat. Oh, Alice draws the cards, obviously, cards to the right, and we'll wait. Alice draws 2 cards, of course. Cards to the right, and discard 1 card. To the right, it means this way. Okay, so that will only delay it by 1 turn. Oh no, but we're only thinking about 2 turns ahead. Okay, so new turn order. Yep, that's correct. And we draw the card from the top, which means take the top card from the discard pile, place it in your play area before placing this card on the discard pile. So we would get to reuse one of these cards. That's quite interesting. Okay. Now, Alice. Will Alice send all the cards to the right? Which is this way? We can't get new turn order again. So to the right would actually be better if we were going clockwise. It's only going to delay us. So maybe we do to the right, or maybe we... Yeah. Well, we need that. Do we discard from the top? How? Okay, from the top, it seems like since it's only the top cards in the discard pile, and we're currently not able to choose which card we play, we get no option of the timing. So this doesn't seem like a good card. I am going to get rid of from the top. Boom, done. And we are on card number 22. What's up? When played, draw 1 card from the draw stack and play it immediately. Okay, so it's a random thing. Fair enough. Tweedledum. Tweedledum draws 1 card from the draw stack, places it here, and swaps 2 things. Lewis. And we've managed to escape the monster for now. Monster. Okay. Distribution. When played, draw 1 card from the draw stack and place it in your play area. And take any 2 cards from any of the 2 pursued characters and give them to any other characters. Afterwards, each pursued character must have at least 1 card in their play area. Okay. So you can't give them all to 1 person. Okay, so I drew 1 card from the draw stack, which was Boomerang, which you just keep playing it over and over. Actually, that would be good to get rid of, because Boomerang we want to get through this deck, so getting rid of it might be a good thing. Okay, so distribution. Let's think, because it's going to go round this way, and cards to the right seems... Oh wait, I can take 2 cards. I'll take that card, and so it'll end up on Lewis, because if I get something during the turn, that's okay, because it's only at the start of the turn. If you've got the monster, then you lose. So Lewis should definitely take that. So Lewis is taking that to give to himself and something to give to Tweedledum. What will go to Tweedledum? Maybe discard 1 card. Cards to the right. Yeah, let's put cards to the right here, because that delays it by a turn. And yeah. Okay, so that's the end of distribution. What's up? Mad Hatter has no idea what's up. Please skip. That is not great. And why is it yellow? Bonus cards. Immediately play. Interrupts play. Immediately read the text on the back of this card. Rules for bonus cards will be explained. Bonus cards. See, it's been a few years since I played this. I've not played it since 2017, which is over 3 years ago. If you draw a bonus card from the draw stack, place it immediately face up in the center. Okay, I guess. There you go. Draw one replacement from the draw stack and place it in your play area. Bonus cards may be activated by all pursued characters. During your turn, you can activate the action of a face-up bonus card. You can do this before or after playing one of the cards in your play area, or instead of playing one of the cards in your play area. After activating a bonus card, turn it face down. The bonus card stays face down in the center. You do not place it on the discard pile. As with cards in the character's play area and permanent cards, as a result of gameplay actions, pursued characters can move a bonus card already placed in the center to the discard pile. Okay. Nice. So that means that Tweedledum is going to be able to just skip monster. Okay. So that was what's up. So the bonus card is draw one card from the draw stack. If you draw it, you take another one. Okay. Have patience. So we play this immediately because of what's up. When played for the first time, rotate this card 180 degrees and keep it face up in your play area. Do not place this card on the discard pile after its first time in play. This card was already rotated 180 degrees and changes ownership. It remains rotated 180 degrees. The new owner may only play it a second time. When played the second time, draw two cards from the draw stack and play them in your play area. Okay, so that is going to Mad Hatter. Now, Alice gets to suggest that someone discards a card. Let's get rid of the boomerang. That seems annoying. And now Alice draws up two because of this special ability where Alice draws two. And Alice gets As You Like It and gold. Gold, when played, place this card in the center where all gold cards will be collected, apparently. Interesting. No idea what's going on there. Other rule for gold cards will be explained. See, this is how nice the fast forward system is. Wait. Oh, it froze for a second. This is how nice a fast forward system is. It's like, oh, this is starting. So the one thing about fast forward is that it doesn't let you make as strategic decisions in your first game, but seriously, who's going to do that anyway? When I was playing Steamworks, did I think that I was going to win? No, I just kind of made, okay, I'm going to spend a certain amount of time and then I'm just going to go for it. If it had, if there had been like some sort of system of, hey, we'll only teach you about this wee thing, that would have been perfectly fine. The other cards, As You Like It. When played, play one card from the discard pile as follows. Take the top three cards from the discard pile. Place this card on the discard pile. Choose one of the three cards which you want to play next. Place the remaining two cards on the discard pile in the order of your choice. Play the chosen card. Oh, nice. So you get to play one of the top three. And gold cards. What's that all about? Let's find out. Interrupt play. Immediately read the text on the back of this card. Rules for gold cards will be explained. Gold cards. If you draw a gold card from the draw stack, place it like all other cards in your play area. If you play one gold card, place it face up in the center where all gold coins will be collected. At any time, you can buy one card in exchange for gold coins with a value of 5 or more from the center. Place the gold coin cards on the discard pile and reveal one card from the draw stack. Okay. Give this card to any pursued character, except the character with the monster, who places that card in their play area. In exchange for gold coins with a value of 10 or more from the center, you can even buy free cards. Place the gold coin cards on the discard pile and reveal free cards from the draw stack. Any pursued character except a character with a monster places one card in their play area. So when it says any pursued character except a character, I think that should say each pursued character. I think that's what it means. I think it means every pursued character, not any pursued character. Unless it doesn't mean that you might not play all of them. Because to me, that's genuinely not clear. Is it anyone can play one of them and then the other revealed ones you discard? Or is it everyone? Because I think it's everyone. I think that's what it's saying. So it's kind of like a distribution. Or are you allowed to... I mean, bear in mind that you've had to save up, so it should be a bonus. So I could see it genuinely being either way. I'm genuinely not sure. Anyway, bits of... That should have said... It should have either said any pursued... Each... Any pursued character may place... Or each pursued character may place, or each pursued character places... I think I don't know the original German thing, but knowing that it's from a German text, I'm going to say that everyone has to take one. If I choose to do that, which I might never choose to do anyway. As with cards in the character's play area, permanent cards or bonus cards as a result of gameplay actions, pursued characters can move a gold card already placed in the center to the discard pile. There you go, gold cards. So that was what Alice drew at the end of her turn. Their turn, Tweedledum, cards to the right. Okay. So, or Tweedledum could just skip. Does Tweedledum want to skip and use that, or does Tweedledum want to do cards to the right and see if the next card does something good? I think we want to work through this deck anyway. So let's just take it. Okay. So it is gold. Do we want to play it now? And yeah, let's move it and do this as late as we can. Which one will Alice pass? Let's do as you like it. Okay, so I know it says to do it in the center, but because there's not a lot of room in the center, I'm going to break that site rule. But this is technically in the center. It's 2 gold. Lewis has played that, and Lewis is going to do the skip. That flips face down. I'm just going to put it to the side. And Lewis draws another card. 1 gold. Oh, lots of gold. We skip Mad Hatter because he just played a skip. Okay, so how are we going to do this? I guess Alice is going... What will Alice do? Bearing in mind that Tweedledum has to do as you like it, and Lewis won't be able to do anything of value. Okay, how are we going to get for the next 2 turns? Okay, so we are on Alice. We're going to definitely play this turn and the next 2 turns, but then as soon as we hit Mad Hatter, boom, game over. There is no safety catch in the center. There's no skip bonus cards left. I already had to use that. Well, maybe I didn't have to, but I didn't see another way. I mean, I had... And what do I do? I'm going to use a bit of time and change my banner, because there we go. And I'm going to have a wee drink. Okay, now I'm going to look at this board with fresh eyes. Okay, this is getting a wee bit tricky. Hello, Dutch Yoda, it is lovely to see you. I am on card 31 out of, I want to say 99? 90. So I'm 1/3 of the way through the game. This is one of those games that you kind of, once you've beaten it, you're probably not going to get as much joy out of it. I mean, maybe in a couple of years once you've forgotten how it all works. But how do I get past this wee bit? I'm on Alice's turn. So Alice has to play one of these cards. Either Alice can do gold, which does absolutely nothing. Oh, wait a minute. I could do gold and then immediately, at any time, we could buy another card. So we could buy another card for Lewis and hope that that card is useful. Otherwise, Lewis is going to do that. But otherwise, Alice is going to draw a couple of cards. If we... yeah, getting a card to Lewis is going to definitely be better. But we've also got As You Like It. Now, As You Like It, it's going to look at the top three, which at that time will be one of these two, unless, of course, assuming that Alice plays Have Patience, it will be one of these two, and draw two cards, cards to the right. Yeah, neither of those would actually be good. Cards to the right would allow, actually cards to the right would allow Lewis to get one more card anyway. So we are going to get one more card whatever we do. So there's not a... We could also move Have Patience to another character. But do we want to... Yeah, I feel like we want to put the gold in the center. So this is officially the center. And then Alice goes back up. There's gold 4. And I'm immediately going to be placing that. And just to explain before I read that out loud, my thinking is that we'll get cards to the right. We'll get Lewis a new card. And if we need a second new card to get myself out of this mess, then we will have enough gold to do it. And hello, Ross. It is lovely to see you. I've apparently just finished the first chapter. Immediately place aside. Read only after the active character completes their action. Well, it was at the end of the turn. So yeah, Alice has finished her action. So yeah, Alice has completed her action. Yeah, we're in the second chapter, wandering around blindly. That's what Alice in Wonderland is all about. Do I still have my book of... Yeah, I've got Alice in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. It's one of my favourite books. It's up there, right beside The Little Prince, which is another one of my favourite books. Anyway, congratulations! You finished the first chapter. Check it out. Now, your escape really starts. Be brave and start the second chapter. The second chapter. Reward. When starting the second chapter for the first time, you have the following choice before the next pursued character begins their turn. And by the way, just because Ross is in here, and I'm going to do let me shout out for chits and giggles. I'm going to change that so my mods can do it. But yeah, check out Ross on Twitter and send random clips of you singing to Ross. That's what I want to encourage everyone to do. And yeah. Anyway, we were talking about you earlier this morning, Ross, just how we really enjoyed your marbles. But anyway, for the first time, you have the following choice before the next pursued character begins their turn. What choice? What choice? I don't know what choice. I genuinely do not know. Let's find out together. And if you don't want all these spoilers, then you shouldn't be watching this. Either the pursued character of your choice places one card on the discard pile, which is right here, or reveal one card from the draw stack and add it to any pursued character's play area. This reward should give you a big boost towards the third chapter. Yeah, it does. So you get every turn. Wow. Oh, wait a minute. Before the net. Okay. When starting it. Okay, that's only a one-off. Okay. It's just a one-off ability. So which... Okay, I think I'm going to get rid of the 1 gold. 1 gold doesn't seem very good. But then if we do 1 gold... Okay, we've still got cards to the right. It's still all good. Oh my god, and I just realised the 3 gold didn't even go into the discard pile, so yeah, we're not going to play Boomerang. We are going to play card to the right, but we can get rid of 1 gold, because 1 gold is... What's the point of 1 gold? Although 1 gold plus 4 gold makes 5. And so, actually, 1 gold might be quite important just to take us... Really enjoyed your marbles. We enjoyed your stream of marbles, Ross. But anyway, you can take advantage of this reward in your first playthrough. If you lose during the second chapter, you do not receive this reward again. Okay. Subsequent game preparation. From now on, you no longer need to sort the cards when the monster catches you. Leave all cards placed in the center, as well as any pursued characters' activated permanent cards untouched. Okay, fair enough. Reactivate all bonus cards. So that would just be the skip, which is a really handy-dandy way to get out of jail free when you're just about to get to the monster. Boom. Place the monster to the side. Shuffle all unplayed cards in the pursued character play area. Place them face down back on the draw stack. Without shuffling, take the discard pile and place it face down on top of the draw stack. Okay, you take the monster, so the ones that you've currently got go on top, except for the monster, then that goes on top, and then draw 3 cards from a new draw stack and distribute these 3 cards together with the monster as you choose amongst all 4 characters. The character to the left of the monster will start the next game. Okay, so that if we lose, that's how it's going to go. We'll see how we get on. Okay, so we've got the bonus. We've got the bonus. Okay, what do we discard? We can't discard the monster. Do we discard a gold? Because, yeah, I don't know the numbers that are going to appear on these. Because if we played that and that, then we would get 3 new cards. Is 3 new cards a nice thing? I mean, I feel like the aim of the game is to get through... The aim of the game is like basically getting through as many of these as we can. So how many can we get through? Can I make it through more than... Like, I think 3.5 years ago when I played this, I got to card number 62, something like that. And so, yeah, if I can get to the 3rd chapter, that will be amazing. So, let's see. Let me think carefully. So, either... Okay. I think that giving Lewis a card is what I want to do. I think so, yeah. I don't think I want to get rid of this gold. I think gold is good. I think I'm going to keep the gold. Even though it might not be super useful, it feels good enough to keep. That's what I've decided. I think my 2nd chapter bonus, unless anyone else, and backseating is welcome, I am doing Leap in Time. The previous active pursued character, based on the current order, takes the next turn. Okay, so it goes back and then forward. Interesting. Okay, that will definitely help delay the monster. So now it's Tweedledum's turn. Tweedledum does as you like it. Takes these 3 cards, chooses one of them, and we knew it was going to be card to the right. Take the 3 cards from the discard pile, place this card on the discard pile, choose one of the 3 cards you want to play next, and then place the remaining 2 cards on the discard pile in the order of your choice. Play the chosen card. Okay, card to the right. Draw 1 card from the draw stack and place it in your play area. And every pursued character passes one of the cards simultaneously to the character on your right. Okay, everyone passes 1 around. What have we just gotten? Take the monster. Look, it's like the Friedemann Friese monster. Take the monster and place it in your play area. The previous owner of the monster draws 1 card from the draw stack and places it in their play area. Okay, so that would be very useful to have if the character of the monster is about to go next. Yeah, let's make it so that Tweedledum goes and... Okay. So that's there. and then everyone has to pass one round. Okay, boom. Perfect. That is literally perfect. I can't get over how amazing that is, because that's now everyone's passing one round. That's going to go to Lewis. Lewis will take the monster, and then the monster will go here, and then we'll skip the monster, and it will be good for another 3 turns. Boom! That's all. Yes! Boom! In your face, monster. Man, check out that evil monster. We are going to be escaping it for at least another. Okay, and we're going to be apparently, yeah, helping it escape with some little bangers and mash. With a little sausage on a stick. It's not a carrot on a stick, it's a sausage on a stick. I don't know if that means that Friese really likes sausages. Maybe it's just a bit more Germanic. I don't know what's going on. I do like the art, I've got to say, like this little style is reminiscent of the whole thing. Anyway, so Lewis is definitely getting that. The monster is definitely going here, but Alice and Lewis have a choice. What are they going to pass to the Mad Hatter? Oh, wait a minute. I played cards to the right. So yeah, that doesn't. Oh, I was so excited as well. Oh, I thought that was going to be Lewis and then the monster. Okay, so we're still. Then if I take the monster, we're still going to be 3 turns before we get the monster, but it's not peak efficiency like I thought it was going to be. It's 1 turn short of peak efficiency. Should we spend some gold, or I don't know. Okay, so what will assuming that we don't spend gold, let's not spend gold, let's save it up. Then I will pass this gold here and maybe this gold here. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, boom. Everyone's done. Okay, now it's Lewis's turn. Lewis takes the monster and gets tabula rasa, blank slate. When played, I like that illustration. Choose any 2 cards of any of the 4 pursued characters and place them on the discard pile. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, that's exciting for... why did I just take that? I think I might have messed up. No, yeah, I shouldn't have taken that. Let's pretend I didn't see that, because I am about to take the monster, and yeah, they are about to get... Okay, so Alice gets that. That's what happens. Okay. Let me do a quick stretch, because Stream Elements reminds me that it's stretching time, and you know, if you're streaming multiple hours, then it's good to have a wee bit of a jiggle and a wriggle. So you are going to see all the warts and my overhead camera, but let me get up and do my wee stretching time. Stretching time, stretching time. Now I'm jiggling, wriggling, and wiggling for stretching time. Stretchy time, stretchy time. It's really more of a motion than a stretch time. Okay, let's stretch my hips. And yeah, what am I thinking about this game? I'm really digging it. Like, I'm really getting into it. It's involving me. It's giving me a continual source of information. There's an excitement. There's a free song whenever I see a new card, and it's like, oh, what am I going to see next? Can I work out how to navigate it so that I don't succumb to the monster? What's going to happen? And yeah, you know what? This sounds very antisocial of me, but I'm actually enjoying playing it on my own on a stream more than, even though there's like not that much chats going on, I'm enjoying playing it right now more than I remember enjoying it with George, because it felt like with me, it's like, okay, I can play it as long as I want, I can ponder all these things, and don't get, like, with this, it feels like it's so exacting that we need to do the perfect moments. It's like, okay, you really need to think carefully about what you're doing, whereas with Pandemic, something like that, Forbidden Island, okay, it's simple enough. There's, yeah, if you're playing with people who maybe aren't so into games, you can be like, yeah, we'll discuss it, we'll chat about it for a while. There's not too much to ponder, but I don't know. There's I'm not saying there's not too much to ponder in Pandemic. I'm saying that, I don't know. What am I saying? For whatever reason, I feel like this works better as a solo game to my mind, and Pandemic works better as a cooperative, let's discuss everything game. But no, I am really enjoying this. Yeah, so let me swap the things, background, and get back into the game. Okay, so we just took this monster. Okay, that was... Who just went? Took the monster. Alice got Tabula Rasa, and now it goes to Mad Hatter because we passed. Yeah, take the monster, and that was passing cards to. Wait a minute, did I mess up something? Why is that here? That was from cards to the right. Cards to the right. I passed that one, and then the monster came here, and then the monster then ended up down here, and that was take the monster. Now it's the Mad Hatter who plays 1 gold. Okay, I'm on top of things again. Okay, card in play area. Draw in advance. Permanence effect. If you have less than 3 cards, it should be fewer than 3 cards. Come on, people. It should be fewer than 3 cards. If you can count the number, it's fewer. If you have fewer than 3 cards in your play area at the start of your turn, you may immediately draw 1 card from the draw stack and place it in your play area. Oh, that's really nice. Well, I guess I'll be giving it to someone who isn't Alice, because, that's... Yeah, combined, it's only giving you 1 bonus card, but separately, that's giving you 2 bonus cards at the start of each turn. That's pretty cool. And that means that at the end of your turn, you're going to stay on 2. That's pretty darn awesome. Okay, so that was me taking the gold. So Alice, does Alice want to discard things? No, both of these cards are good. So Alice is going to play Have Patience, which allows you, when played a second time, draw 2 cards from the draw stack and place them into your thingy. Ooh. Bonus card. And annoying stuff. Let me double check the rules on bonus cards. Bonus cards. Bonus cards. I need to double check the rules on bonus cards. Bonus cards. Bonus cards. Permanent cards. Ah. No, that's not that. Where's the gold cards? How to play. Where's the rules on bonus cards gone? I can't find it. Where's it gone? Hey, where's my jumper? Okay. Did I put it in here accidentally? Yeah, I did. Oh well. Okay. So, bonus cards. What I want to know is, do I replace it? Do I get a different 3rd card? Draw 1 replacement card. Yep, you do get a replacement card. Okay, so brilliant. I've got the bonus card for new turn order. Change the current turn order either from clockwise to counterclockwise or vice versa. If activated correctly, the current active character does not take 2 turns in a row. Okay, so I'll put that off to the side so you can just about see it there. And new turn order, I can activate that anytime I want. That's what these bonus cards are all about. So that's amazing. That's another get out of jail free card. Annoying stuff. When played, give the annoying stuff to the previous active character based on the current turn order. Places it in their play area. Okay, so that's something that we won't get rid of easily. And replacements 1, movements. When played, choose 1 card from any of the 4 pursued characters, okay, and move it to another character's play area. Okay, nice, okay. And is that any 1 card? Choose 1 card. Yep, this does still count as a card, remember. So movement, that's going to be really nice for getting rid of the monster, potentially. Okay, I like this. Okay, next. So Alice just went, and Alice had patience and now has 3 cards, but is going to have to get rid of a couple before drawing again. Tweedledum is... yeah, Tweedledum will play this, and even though I don't like to use this bonus card so soon after getting it, I'm going to play my gold so that I've got 6 on the side, and then flip this so that... wait a minute. Maybe I could do all the gold first. Maybe I'm going to discard all the gold. Yep, I'm going to discard all the gold. And then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Let me double check the gold. It's 3 cards that I draw, I'm fairly sure. Exchange for gold cards with a value of 10 or more. You can even buy 3 cards. Place the gold coin cards on the discard pile and reveal 3 cards from the draw stack. Any pursued character except the character of the monster places 1 card in the play area. Okay, so okay. When played, choose any of the 4 pursued characters who takes the next turn. That's really strong. Can skip the next player, skip the monster. That's even better than skip a player. Poison, when played, place this card in the center where all poison cards will be collected. If there are 3 or more poison cards in the center, you lose the game. Okay, so it's a new way to lose the game. New way to lose the game. Okay, I like it. I like it. 4 gold. Okay. So who should have the poison? Probably someone who's going to be constantly drawing more and more cards. I'm going to be giving this to either Mad Hatter or Tweedledum. Either way, I think that we will have to do the new turn order. It's going to be going round this way. So after I've... and hello, KK Dolphin KK. It is really lovely to have you. Thank you for following. In case you're unfamiliar with this, I am currently playing Flea, and that's what's going on. Flea is, of course, from Friedemann Friese, and there's a wee description at the bottom there. But just for the moment, actually, I will also pop it. So yeah, I never actually read this out loud. Designed by Friedemann Friese, the art is by Harald Lieske, originally published by 2F Spiele, which is, yeah, basically Friedemann Friese's own self-publishing company. And then, yeah, what is Flea all about? Well, you can read my short description. So yeah, currently it's all about avoiding this monster. So if at the end of this turn, Tweedledum will have to take the new turn order and change it so that then it is going to go Alice, Mad Hatter. So we've got 2 more turns before we get back to the monster. Now, Poison definitely, you know what, Poison could go to Alice, but that reduces Alice's hand size essentially to 1. So Alice doesn't get a choice anymore, which isn't too great. If I were able to think, okay, you know what, your turn might be really good for Mad Hatter, because Mad Hatter then allows it to skip to Tweedledum. That would be good. Yeah. Gold. It does occur to me that maybe I should have activated this after doing this and then after Alice, so that Tweedledum would have also drawn a card, but hey-ho, can't be perfect. So we will go here. No, we are going here. We're going to do new turn order, go boop, 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 and then your turn, and then we'll skip to Tweedledum again. And then we'll carry on going anti-clockwise. So let's go that way. And then Alice has to take 1. That seems terrible. But maybe that's the way it has to be. Okay, it's not ideal. It's not ideal by any means. But I think this is the way it has to be. So Alice has the poison. We are changing the turn order. That was the bonus card. Change turn order. Flipped over because you can only use it once. Current turn order. Flips around. Alice has to go. Alice is clearly not going to play the poison because, what was it? 3 poisons you lose. Oh my gosh. I can play Tabula Rasa to discard a poison at some time. Well, given that there's going to be more poisons, I'm going to keep that. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm going to keep that to get rid of that once I've got more stuff. Should I do movement? That's a really strong card. Maybe I do the really bad card because annoying stuff, that's just give. Yeah, annoying stuff. That's not too bad. It's just clogging up your hand. It's not too bad. Okay, Alice's turn is over. Mad Hatter has to skip the monster. So Mad Hatter plays your turn and makes it Tweedledum's turn. Now, Tweedledum. Oof. Am I going to lose next round? I think I don't. Sugar. I think. Oh no, wait. I can do movements. I can take a card and, take the monster and put it into here. So that could be a possibility. So yeah, that's how I'm going to do it. So Tweedledum will clearly play some gold. Remember, 5 gold you get bonus card, 10 gold you get 3. And it's all about getting through these cards. We've just got into card number 44. So Alice is not going to play Tabula Rasa and get rid of stuff just yet. Let's wait for some worse cards to come out. Alice will play movement. And monster will go... Oof, this sounds... Yeah. Let's give it the monster. Let's give Alice the monster. Alice hasn't been pursued by the monster for a while. Okay, so if you get the monster during your turn, that's all good. So remember, it's if you start your turn with the monster. So now it's Mad Hatter's turn. Mad Hatter is clearly doesn't even have a choice. Draw in advance. I'm thinking that Mad Hatter might play this on himself so that Lewis can then play Leap in Time and go back in time. I think that might be cool. Alternatively, I could play it on Tweedledum, but I like the idea of if I play it here, then we get access, I believe, to 4 new cards, which seems pretty good. So I'm going to play it on the Mad Hatter. At the end of each turn, you do get 1 card. Oh, card transfer. Bonus card. Amazing. Draw 1 card from the draw stack and place it in your play area. And place one of your cards face down on top of the draw. Oh, so when I read card transfer, I thought it was going to be like movement, where you got to take someone's card. I thought every other bonus card so far, it's allowed you to, it's been like a get out of jail free card. But this one isn't quite as good, but sure. So you take the next card and you get rid of one card. That seems like, okay, you're hoping for something good from the top. Let's put it down there. That's our bonus cards. Okay, we get a replacements card. We're on card number 46. Okay, poison. That's not too bad because, yep, Mad Hatter is going to get 2 additional cards thanks to this one. Remember, draw in advance. If you have less than 3 cards in your play area at the start of your turn, you may immediately draw 1 card from the draw stack and place it in your play area. So yeah, there you go. Boom. Nice. So Lewis does Leap in Time. Boom. When played, the previous active pursued character based on the current turn order takes the next turn. That goes there. Lewis draws a card. Boom. And Lewis draws I Love Trash. When played, choose 1 card from the discard pile without changing the order of cards in that pile. Place the chosen card in your play area. That sounds really awesome. Nice. Okay, so let's hope Mad Hatter gets something good. Make it to a bonus card, and it is coming. Oof. To the adjacent character. Okay, so like, it is coming. When played, the pursued character with the monster gives the monster to the adjacent character against the current turn order. Okay. So, okay. So if you play this when the character with the monster was about to go next, so then that will be really good. Yeah. Okay, so currently it's going to be moving that way. It's a shame that, oh well, it doesn't end up there. Make it a bonus card. When played, draw one card from the draw stack and place it in your play area, and take one card from any of the 4 pursued characters, which is not a permanent card, gold card, or the monster, and place it as a bonus card in the center. If you later activate the action of that bonus card, place it on the discard pile. Nice. So, draw one card, and now we choose any one of these things to turn into a bonus card. Okay. And the one we've just drawn is play them all. Remember, it's Mad Hatter's turn. Play all the cards in your play area one after the other until all cards are played, including cards you draw or receive as a result of the actions. If the actions of some cards contradict each other, e.g. which pursued character takes the next turn, the last of these played cards takes precedence. After you played the last card in your play area, finish your turn, following normal rules, and draw one card from the draw stack. Okay. So any of these cards could be a bonus card, any card on the table, and then it will go here. What do we want? Oh, well, it is coming. I was just talking about how it would be nice if Tweedledum had that. So maybe that becomes a bonus card. So this is a bonus card just so Tweedledum can activate it. Yeah, that feels like a really nice thing to do. Yeah, I'm happy with that decision. Like, again, if anyone else wants to chime in with any thoughts about this, backseating is allowed. I don't know if one of my mods, if you're feeling like you're so inclined, feel free to add a backseating allowed tag, because, yeah, I'm cool with that. But no, I'm happy with that. It's coming, and then Tweedledum plays that, and yeah, I'm feeling good about this, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I think I am. Yeah. So, oh my gosh, wait a minute. Oh no, Mad Hatter is going to get one more card, but play them all and poison. That is problematic. Would I rather do play them all? No, that doesn't. I could do card transfer just to get rid of play them all from one person, or oh, wait a minute. Once the monster comes here, we're going to be able to discard stuff. So yeah, it's all good, because we're going to be playing this, then we'll be playing this, then we'll be playing that, and card transferring the monster over here, and then we will be playing Tabula Rasa, getting rid of 2 poisons. Boom. In your face, poison. I am not drinking you. I'm not drinking you just because... Does it actually say... Yeah, it does say drink me. Very nice. If it... Nice wee reference. I think that the notion of growing bigger in size and smaller in size is just such a fun one. Reminds me of Mickey Mouse, Castle of Illusion, I think it was. Anyway. So, that's that turn. I love trash. Choose one card and take it. That's basically what's going on. Make it a bonus card seems amazing. That seems like really good. Okay. For you, take a thing, future, look at the future, skip. Skip is pretty good. And skip would skip the person with the monster. That would be really nice, potentially. Oh. Yeah, I am really tempted to do the skip. Sorry, I should be showing you I'm not being a good streamer. Cards to the left. Okay, let's see if... Now I would rather do cards to the right. Cards to the right could totally work. Could do new turn order. Skip or new turn order or cards to the right seems good. Ooh, distribution. Ooh. Distribution is so powerful. And then I can take that. Yeah. I feel like distribution is really, really strong. Okay, distribution. What's up? You just do a random thing as you like it. You play something gold. It might as well get the good card right now. Discard one card. This is a thing. I mean, a design note about if you're looking through the discard pile, it does take a while, but as a solo game, it's okay. But cards to the right, yeah, cards to the right could totally work. But then distribution, it seems just that little bit more powerful. Take the monster, that could be a thing. I think I'd rather do distribution than take the monster, because distribution can allow me to take the monster and do something else as well. And could do some gold. We could have some gold. But gold is, yeah, I'm not going to go after the shiny. I am going to take distribution. Choose one card from the trash pile. And Lewis is going to redistribute things, which feels appropriate given that Lewis Carroll being the author. So that's Lewis's turn. Tweedledum will Tweedledum bother playing annoying stuff? Because you don't have to play annoying stuff if you don't want. Card transfer, take some. So Tweedledum is definitely going to play It Is Coming, because then the monster goes here and boom, we skip over the monster. That would be nice. That would be very nice. Card transfer lets me remind myself what it does. Take a card from the draw stack and place one of your... Okay, so you transfer that with that. That's not too great. Maybe later on when I see a reason for it. Okay, let me do It Is Coming. I'm definitely going to do that anyway. And let me do annoying stuff. Let me pop that one in here. Why not? Or if I kept annoying stuff, then that would mean that Tweedledum doesn't need to get anything, which might be quite nice. Okay, let's do that one. Okay, now Alice, Tabula Rasa. Alice is going to clear the slate and get rid of the poisons. Boom. Away you go, poisons. And now we're on to card number 51 and 52. Monster exchanges right. The pursued character with the monster exchanges all their cards with the cards of the character to their right. So that would be, that's nice. They place permanent cards again in their play areas. Okay. So if you've got to play area, okay. So that would, that distribution would be nice over... no, because that's going to go into the... Okay, the problem with the permanent cards going into the play area is then you need to play it again to get the benefit, and so it's kind of like taking a bit of tempo away. So basically it's like this is a mixture of problems, but also like now that we've got the poison, there's definitely some problems, but also we've got ways to overcome the constant problem, which is, yeah, just turn order inexorably. You're moving towards the monster, which is just such an interesting thing. I'm really digging this. Challenge Cup. When played, exchange a Challenge Cup with one card, not the monster, of the next pursued character in the current turn order. And immediately play the exchange card if possible. If the next character only has the monster, play the Challenge Cup on the discard pile without any effect. Okay, so that was after Alice had just played the Tabula Rasa. Alice has just drawn these cards. Okay, so this is interesting. Challenge Cup. So take someone else's card and play it instead of them. And so that could be nice, or monster exchange is right. Yeah, neither of these are great, but let's hope that let's hope that Mad Hatter draws two good things. Oh, nice. Again and again. Finish your turn. Immediately take another turn. Interesting. In the end, when played, if you do not have any other card in your play area and any activated permanent card, you may reactivate one bonus card. Okay, so you need to get that to someone. Okay, thankfully we've got the distribution. Okay, I think, yeah, in the end, but then that person's going to take the monster. Okay, we can do something about this. Okay, so let's play again and again. I'm not going to do in the end because I want to do that so that the person doesn't have any other cards anywhere. Again and again. Start of turn, Mad Hatter draws 3 cards. Monster exchanges left. Player on the left would be this one. We could do that. That seems like a waste. In the end, such a waste, such a waste. Play them all. Makes me waste 2 cards. That's clearly the worst choice of all. Oh my gosh. I mean, I say like these are problems, but it's not. It's just that I'm trying to make them do well. And hello to me. If you have arisen, I guess that you've managed to sleep. So I'm glad to hear that you managed to at least sleep. So yeah, I mean, you are up very early for where you are, but happy to have you here. And we are playing Flee, which is there. Let me actually change it to a scrolly banner. There we go. So yeah, Flee. Solid cooperative or solitaire game, and I'm just trying to work out how to avoid the monster. The monster is this great big weird multi-eyed thing with moustaches, and yeah, I don't know what's going on with this monster, but we've got to each time make sure that we skip the player with the monster. And I can understand how it is absolutely a crisis if you have no more of your favorite drink. I mean, for me that, well, like if you, I mean, it does kind of sounds like an addiction, I'm not going to lie, but I don't want to be too judgmental. But I hope you're generally well, and maybe you can, I don't know, I don't want to, I was going to say maybe you can find something else to drink instead. But you know what, if it's a reason for you to go outside and you need to go outside, then I'm not even going to. That's not true. That is maybe for you. Okay. It's Mad Hatter's turn. Mad Hatter has to work out which of these 3 cards to play. This is getting really tough. I'm going to take a wee break. I'm going to finish that bottle. Put that to the side. Start my second bottle of water. What time is it even? Oh my gosh, it's getting on a wee bit. It's past noon. But I am really digging this, and I want to get through the game if I can. I want to finish it. I mean, I am at card number 55. And yeah, 55 out of 90. So if I get all the way through the end, I'm fairly sure that's how you win. So how am I going to do this? Oh my gosh. I'm going to, you know what? Well, remember it's Mad Hatter's turn. Let me swap these things around. I will do my stretching break right now. And so, yeah, let me actually recap how this is all going. I had a couple of false starts. I think the first game I played and then I lost. And then second game I played and then I realized that I'd been mixing up my left and right. So I started for the third time. And then third time I've managed to make it quite a bit through. It's been like a lot of pondering. I feel like I've been playing, I'm not going to say I've definitely been playing optimally, but I feel very good about my choices. I have no regrets so far in this particular game. I'm going to try and stick with that. Fingers crossed I can keep at it. And, you know, I used my gold well. I feel like, okay, got the distribution coming, and then I'll evaluate my current position in just a wee minute. But it's all about, okay, having this monster, and then when you get to the monster, you need to, just to recap the rules, if we've got 4 characters based on Alice in Wonderland, and these characters are taking turns, and if they start a turn with the monster on them, everyone's dead, and it's like, oh no, poor people, the monster's caught them. Let me get rid of that wee banner. But yeah, so it's skip a turn and swap turn order. So if you're about to get to them and then you swap turn order, then you've got another 2 turns until it gets to them. And if you skip their turn, you've got another 3 turns. And it's all about constant evasion. I mean, you'll never get rid of the monster, but presumably something's going to happen once I get to the end of the deck. I mean, if it doesn't say I win, then I'm going to be seriously disappointed. Like, hey, you got to the end of the deck. You worked really hard, but you don't win anyway. So yeah, just to show the 4 characters, we've got Tweedledum, we've got Alice, of course, and we've got Mad Hatter, who is definitely the greenest out of all of them, and you can see how all the cards have a good amount of green on them, and of course Lewis Carroll, the author. Okay, so it is Mad Hatter's turn, and Monster Exchange is left. If I were to play that, Monster Exchange is left. That would be bad because then Alice's special ability goes away, and we need to take another turn to reactivate the special ability. So let's not do that. Let's not. In which case, oh, but in the end, then that's a complete. Maybe we do. Maybe I do make Alice's special ability go away. Oh my gosh, this is but exchange monster right. Actually, that would be nice because then exchange monster left, and then we can do exchange monster right. Yeah, this could work. Okay, I'm going to exchange monster left. And so it's left according to the perspective of the person. So Tweedledum gets this, moves them left, and Alice takes these and moves them right. Okay. Now, Lewis. Oh, now this seems like a real waste. Distribution. Wait a minute. Distribution in the end. Okay, so take 1 card from the draw stack, place it in your play area, and take 2 cards. And swap them around. So I'm going to give. What's the one I just drew? Destroy bonus. Place 1 face-up bonus card in the center of the discard pile. In the center, on the discard pile. So if there's a. Oh, so if we, for example, destroyed this one. If there is no face-up bonus card in the center, place this card on the discard pile without any effect. Okay, so there's no bonus for destroying the bonus, it's just destroying a bonus. Okay, so you actually don't want to play it. So maybe for the redistribution, I will swap these 2 around. I'll give destroy the bonus to the person of the monster because we're probably going to be swapping them anyway. And Lewis will have in the end. Now, it's Tweedledum's turn. Tweedledum, because if Tweedledum did nothing, we would lose next turn when we get to the Alice with the monster. So monster exchanges right. And monster moves to the right. There we go. And now Alice can play something. And Alice could play one of these cards, which would be play them all, which is a big waste. Alternatively, Alice can draw back to 2 cards and activate that again. Let's do that. So, Alice draws back up to 2 cards. Loser! Oh my gosh. So this is another way of losing the game. If you play this card, then the pursued character with the monster takes the next turn. So, yeah, I guess this is something that you can get rid of at least. Yeah, wow, that is really, really harsh. Friedemann Friese, you dastardly fiend. Okay, cards in play area. Mad Hatter draws up to 3 at the start of their turn. And we're up to card 59. This is exciting. Nothing. When played, nothing happens. For you, reveal the topmost. Oh, yeah, it's a card that we had before. Okay, we're starting to get our first duplicate. Interesting. And I know Stream Elements says it's stretching time, but I did stretch just 3 minutes ago. So, you take a card and you give it to anyone. You know what? Play them all doesn't seem like it's ever going to be particularly awesome, so I'm going to play them all right now. Then I'm going to do nothing, and then I will reveal the topmost card and give it to someone. And poison, let's give the poison to the person with the monster. Yeah. I'm just thinking, like, here it's got the advantage. Yeah, I don't know. And then Mad Hatter takes a card at the end of the turn. Draw 2 cards, which is play 2, draw 2 cards from the draw stack, immediately play as many of these cards as you like, place the remaining cards in your play area. Cool. Nice. Oh my gosh. Okay. Lewis, in the end, when played, if you do not have any other cards in your play area I think this should be or any activated permanence card, you may reactivate 1 bonus card. So I will reactivate. Let's go with. Do I skip turn or do I change a new turn order? So do I want to skip the turn and go here? In which case we can do the Challenge Cup and play 2, which would be quite fun actually. Yeah, let's do that. Let's skip the turn. Let's reactivate this and then immediately play it. So it has been used, and we skip the character with the monster. Lewis draws 1 card at the end of their turn. I am on card number 62. Excellent. I'm excited. I think this is as far as I got last time I played it 2.5 years ago. Give it to me. When played, take 1 card, not the monster, from another pursued character and place it in your play area. That's totally fair. Okay. So we skip ahead to Alice. Alice plays the Challenge Cup. And then you take something from the next pursued character in the current turn order, and then you play it immediately. Draw 2 cards and play as many of them as you like. Boom. Pay, and the 3rd chapter. Immediately place aside. Read only after the active character completes their action. Okay, so I'll pop that to the side and then we'll come back to it. So Alice is going to place up to both of these. Let's see. Pay. When played, place 1 card of any of the 4 pursued characters or from the center on the discard pile. And remember, I can't just get rid of the monster. There are rules that you can't put the monster in the discard pile. Then choose any of the 4 pursued characters who takes the next turn. Wow! You get to choose who takes the next turn. That's pretty powerful. If only Pay were there. Trash a permanence card. Place one permanence card on the discard pile, which is activated, or in any of the 4 pursued. Wow, so we're getting more and more really hurtful things. Trash a permanence card. Destroy a bonus. Wow, this is really mean. Okay, so when it's like basically, yeah, 56, it started to be really mean. Wow, this is crazy. Oh my gosh, you are such a meanie. Friedemann Friese, why are you such a Scrooge? Okay. Okay, sincerely, this is amazing. Okay. Trash a permanence card. What's I'm going to do? Okay, what am I going to do? Do we trash one? That seems like a terrible choice. Do we pay? This seems like a really good card. I'm using it suboptimally, but at least I don't have to do something terrible. That means that I will forever be taking fewer than 2 cards. And but I only go up to 2. And then I need to play the next one next turn. This is terrible, terrible, terrible. Okay. Damn. Oh my gosh. Okay, pay means you can get rid of something and then choose who takes the next turn. So maybe I get rid of this one, because that feels like, that's literally going to make us lose the game if we have to play it. And then we choose who takes the next turn. And maybe it's Alice. Maybe Alice is going to take another turn. Yeah, why not? Okay, and then at the end of the turn, Alice draws a final card. Poison. Okay. 66 is poison. I'm imagining there's going to be a lot more poison coming out. Anyway, now Alice has completed her action, and we are on to the 3rd chapter, Kill the Monster! Congratulations, you finished the 2nd chapter. Do you find a way to kill the monster? Only then your escape will be successful. Start your search in the 3rd chapter. The 3rd chapter, reward! When starting the 3rd chapter for the first time, you have the following choice before the next pursued character begins their turn. Either the pursued character of your choice places 1 card on the discard pile. Ooh, that's nice. Or reveal 1 card from the draw stack and add it to any pursued character's play area. That could be nice, it could be terrible. It could be mediocre. This reward should help your advancement towards a successful escape. Okay, so we could be getting rid of Trash a Permanence card. Yeah, because that's the one that I want to play less. Yeah. I think that's going to be, yeah. That is what I'm going to do. Well, okay, so just to remind myself, Alice is about to play again. Then Mad Hatter will get choice of 3 cards. Then Lewis. And at this point, Lewis will take something. But if we haven't sorted something out by this time, we will be playing as Tweedledum and the game will end. So basically, Mad Hatter, one of the next 3 cards has to solve the issue. If we get rid of Trash a Permanence card, that is allowing us to... oh my gosh, I hate this uncertainty. It feels like it's a crapshoot at this moment. It feels like it's a die roll. Am I going to need the 4th card in order to... Because if I am able to give another card to Lewis, if I draw a card and then I give it to someone, well... Actually, yeah, I feel like it's got to be that one. Even though I'd like to get rid of this one. I feel it's got to be draw another card. Anyway, Face-up cards on the draw stack. From now on, place the top card face up on the draw stack. Oh, amazing. Oh, okay, so skip. So I know that I am going to be okay for the next turn. That gives me lots of information. Thank you. Subsequent game preparation. If you lose the game and you already have drawn one or more of the cards 83 to 90, always place these cards sorted by numbers back on the draw stack. Follow the other preparation steps as explained for the second chapter. So basically 83 through to 90 always appear at the bottom in that order. That's totally fair. Okay, so having seen this, I think I am going to, although it would be nicer. Yeah, I think I'm, as a one-time bonus, it's at the end of the turn, so Alice doesn't technically, although Alice is going to get rid of this and then draw 2, and skip will not be a good thing. And so, yeah, skip isn't actually what we want. So maybe I should draw and then skip and give skip to Lewis. I think that's what I should do, yeah. I need to draw and give skip to Lewis, and boom. And now Alice plays. Alice is going to drink the poison because you're okay as long as you haven't drunk 3 poisons. So yeah, that's the card in case you want a closer look at it. If there's 3 or more poison cards that you've drunk, then you lose the game. So poison card number 1. Gold cards, I need 5 gold to get a bonus card. I need 10 gold to get 3 bonus cards. Will it get more? I don't know. So Alice played the poison and draws back up to 2. Ooh, as many as you like. What's this permanence card? This sounds exciting. Play as many of the cards in your play area as you want, one after the other, including cards you draw or receive as a result of the actions. You can opt to play none. Wow, that's amazing. If the actions of some cards contradict each other, e.g., which pursued character takes the next turn, the last of these pursued cards takes precedence. Yeah, that's fair. If you play this card on yourself, you can use the permanence effect starting on your next turn. Okay. Boom, that's amazing. I'm going to multiply that with the draw in advance because draw in advance allows you to get 3 cards, and then boom, going through 3 cards every time around. This is going to be amazing. This is really going to help us. Thank you. Okay, so this is a game. We're up to number 68. It's all about taking advantage of things, and now we're going to draw another 3 cards because it's the Mad Hatter who draws 3 cards. Crazy Mad Hatter. We're going to get new turn order. We've already seen that. It's the one where it flips the turn order. Card exchange. Draw 1 card from the draw stack, place it on your play area, and you then choose any 2 of characters who exchange 1 card with each other. You can choose the monster to be exchanged. Oh, that could be nice. Give 2. Draw 2 cards from the draw stack. Oof. So draw 2 cards from the draw stack and give these cards to 2 of the 4 pursued characters, 1 card each. Very interesting, very interesting. And if I give myself 1, that's not an advantage. I do like give 2. That feels like new turn order feels like a something to use later on. Card exchange feels really strong, although it feels like I'm better using it later on. So yeah, it's all of these cards are good. All of these cards are good. I kind of feel like where is it? Like the ones that are bad should have, I don't know, rather than a blue, like a dark blue or something. But all of these cards are good. It's just how can I optimize their possibilities? Okay, let's ponder this a wee bit. Draw 2 cards from the draw stack. Yep, and give them to 1 person each. Okay, that feels like it's not too much about the timing. Yeah, that's card exchange. This is going to work really nicely. If the next person is the monster, you swap the monster with them. New turn or if next turn Lewis hasn't got another thing to sort it out, I take the monster from Tweedledum, whatever. New turn order, yep, that could help if you're about to hit the monster. So let me do give 2. That is what I'm going to do. Give 2. Draw 2 and give them to different people. Okay, nothing. That might be good to give to Tweedledum, because Tweedledum's got a couple of bad cards which I don't want to play. So I will give Tweedledum this card just so that if Mad Hatter takes the monster, and so then Mad Hat and Tweedledum is playing cards, Tweedledum doesn't have to do too much bad stuff. Okay, from the top has to go to someone else. Who wants to get a card, basically a card from the top of the deck? Maybe Mad Hatter? Yeah, maybe Mad Hatter. Come on, Mad Hatter, you can have this. There you go. Now, no new cards. Lewis, skip. Boom. We skip the next turn. Tweedledum's turn gets skipped. Alice. It's all about Alice in Wonderland. So Alice is going to, rather than trash a permanent card, which is a terrible thing to do, Alice is going to play as many as you like on the Mad Hatter. So Mad Hatter gets to draw 3 at the start of their turn. Oh, I should have done from the top for Alice. Oh well, it's done now. And so Mad Hatter draws 3 at the start of each turn and also plays as many of them as Mad Hatter would like, including 0. Okay, Alice gets a 2 gold. That's really nice. That would bring us up to 6, which we could get 1 bonus card later on, or we could indeed get 3 bonus cards at some point. Okay, so that's Alice's turn. Alice, what did Alice just do? Oh yeah, Alice played a permanent bonus. Okay. So now, with these permanent bonuses, Mad Hatter doesn't get a thing. Does Mad Hatter want to skip? No. Oh, Mad Hatter could do something else. Because Mad Hatter can play any number of cards. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Mad Hatter can skip because of from the top, and then do a card exchange to swap the monster with Lewis. That might be interesting, because then we've got 3 more turns before we have to do anything. Although right now we're not drawing cards, so that's the thing. It's not about just taking turns, it's about actually drawing cards. But do I want to take it and then... Do we want to use the skip again? Yeah, and then we get the monster here, and then next turn we get a couple of bonus turns. Yeah, I think this is a really good choice. So let's see. First we do from the top. Take the top card and play it in your play area before putting that in the discard pile. And then we do card exchange. So draw 1 card and place it in your play area, and you choose any 2 people who exchange 1 card. My new card, number 75. So we're on 75 out of 90. Oh my gosh. I'm only 15 away from the end of the game. I'm really enjoying this. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. I think I might be able to do it. And when played, choose any of the 4 pursued characters. Yep, that character places all their cards but 1 in their play area on the discard pile. If targeted character has the monster, they place all their cards in their play area on the discard pile and keep only the monster. Okay. This might be a good thing to get rid of some bad stuff. Okay, so you get rid of all the cards but 1. That's the new thing. Okay, get rid of all the cards but 1. So this person has a couple of annoying cards. Destroy bonus is a terrible card. Annoying stuff is annoying. Poison is a potentially terrible card. So yeah, it might be really good to do the monster and get rid of that. And then do the exchange. Yes. I think that might be a nice thing. Or we can get rid of trash a permanent card. If we get rid of trash a permanent card, we'll be drawing cards every turn here. If we get rid of these, well, annoying stuff isn't too bad, and destroy bonus isn't the worst. And so feels like maybe getting rid of more cards is a good thing. Anyway, we have to swap 2 cards before we have to finish the card exchange. So the card exchange, we have to swap 2 cards first before we are to do the diet, if we want to do the diet. And so yeah, I am going to swap the monster with the give it to me. And actually, I think this works out perfectly. And so that finishes the card exchange. And then I'm going to play my skip. So skip, we are going to skip Lewis. Now, because it's the Mad Hatter can currently play any number of cards. We're going to play Diet. Diet on Tweedledum. Tweedledum will get rid of all of these cards. We'll get rid of Destroy bonus. Boom. That, I'm not going to destroy a bonus. No, I destroy you, destroy bonus. Annoying stuff, you have annoyed me no longer. You've done the last of your annoying. Away you go, you annoying stuff. Nothing. You are nothing. Poison. Go poison yourself. Mwahaha. Awesome. Okay. Nice. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. Cheeky undo. Give it to me. I will give it to you. Discard pile. Okay. Because that yeah, whichever thing I did, if it's monsters. Anyway. I have a plan for all of these. So let's get rid of that nothing. And now Tweedledum draws a card. First time in a while. A leap in time. The previous active person. Oh wait, that's going to be okay because turn order is going to change. So it'll be going back there. Okay, Alice plays the gold. Alice plays the gold and then puts down, takes some cards, which is more gold. Okay, so we've got 6 plus 3 is potential 9. Mad Hatter draws up to 3 cards at the start of every turn. So that's a bonus card, so we draw a replacement. Boom. Okay, so what's our new bonus card? Reactivate. When activated, reactivate 1 bonus card, turn 1 face up, 1 face down bonus card in the center, face up again. Cool. So basically it's your best bonus card. Do it again. That's amazing. Mine. When played, take 1 card, not the monster, from another pursued character and immediately play that card. Oh, that sounds cool. I would be tempted to do gold, but then, yeah, that would be a terrible choice. Okay, I definitely want to do the new turn order. What should we do? Well, I mean, is there any mine that I really want? Leap in time would make it this person's turn, which is terrible. Gold would make Alice only have to trash a permanent card on her turn, which is kind of bad. Although with trash a permanent card right now, it feels like he might as well just get rid of the one that Alice is holding. Unless we get rid of another card later on, if we can survive, maybe there will be another card that allows you to get rid of cards here to discard them. Should we just skip the next 2 pursued characters in the current turn order? I mean, this feels like quite a niche one, and it feels like something that might not always be that good. So I'm going to actually just, even though I was going all set to do the new turn order, I'm going to go with the new plan and skip 2. Boom. And we are, this is number 80 out of 90. We're 10 away from the end of the game. Oh my God. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, I can barely contain myself. And so we've, boom, skipped the monster. Boom, we've leaped past leap in time. And boom, we're landing straight onto Alice's gold, which gets played. We've got 9 gold. Not quite 10 yet. But now I'm going to, at the end of Alice's turn, Alice gets a leap in time. Okay, that's just... Leap in time means that the previous person takes a turn. So, like, currently that would be boom, boom, and that would be boom, boom, boom. But, like, it's chaining, so if we go here, it would be there and there, there. Anyway. Mad Hatter. Mad Hatter is the power player. Mad Hatter is where it's at. Okay, Mad Hatter is definitely putting this down. So now we have 10 gold. Just to remember we have 10 gold, I'm going to turn them all because that's 1, 3, 2, and 4. And 1, 2, 3, and 4 together make 10. So that is 10 gold. I can, with that, draw 3 cards. That's pretty good. I feel like I might even want to use that when I'm on card number 87 and then just draw the final 3 cards. That would be that feels like the power play. That feels like that's what I want to do when it starts getting tricky. Because remember, if I draw cards too early, then I'm not actually drawing through more things. I want to keep burning through this deck. This entire game is about, can I go through this entire deck? So we are on here. I definitely have to play the new turn order. So turn order changes. We are going this way around, and we avoid the monster for yet another turn. Okay, we are all good. And I've got a get out of jail card and this rubbish bonus card that I'm still not sure what I would do with, but yeah, do I want to play the mine? Do I want to take something? No, I don't want to take that. No, I definitely don't want to take anything. And so Alice plays something. Alice will not trash a permanent card. Alice will play, whoops, wrong pile. Leap in time. We are going to leap back to Mad Hatter. Mad Hatter draws 2 cards. The second monster. Surprise. Of course, all rules for the original monster are also in effect for the second monster. So now on, we need to skip not only... Oh my gosh. We need to not... Wait a minute, it's at the end. Okay, let me actually do this correctly because I forgot to turn a card over for Alice. So after I played Leap in Time, I should have put this onto Alice, which was the second monster. So now I need to start skipping this one and this one, which is just crazy. Okay, that's really taken the wind out of my sails. It's likely that I will actually not win, but we will... Okay. The third monster. You love challenges, don't you? Of course, all rules for the monsters 1 and 2 are also in effect for the third monster. Okay. You are... Okay, so we really want to get... Oh my gosh, I just realized I completely forgot. I forgot. Okay. Let me do a really cheeky rewind, okay? Let me do a really cheeky rewind because I remembered that I completely forgot about the bonus after the second chapter. No, after the third chapter, place the top card face up on the draw stack to give you more information. And I completely forgot about that. I had not been doing that. So I would have seen that. So I would have had some information. So at this point, I would be thinking, okay, maybe I do the card transfer. Do I want to do a card transfer to draw that and place that there? Nah, I don't want to. Is that really? Yeah. Place cards, yeah. The top card is face up on the... It feels like, you know what Friedemann Friese should have done is 64, flip everything face up. After chapter 60, or maybe that wouldn't have worked with the timing, because I'm thinking like 64, if like card number 65 was what Friedemann intended for card number 90, and so forth, so everything was flipped, then you could just flip the entire stack around. But no, I can see that for subsequent setup, that might make it it might make it more challenging, but then, yeah, and you might end up accidentally seeing stuff. That is, yeah, downside for sure. You actually probably want to, after you've drawn, then you flip it face up. But anyway, for the second monster, no, Alice is going to get that. Now it goes back to, now we see face up. And the face-up card that we see is the Deformat XL. And I might have a tiny wee break. And I don't normally do this, but just a tiny wee break to relieve myself. You can only play this card if it's the last card in your play area, excluding any activated permanence cards. When played, oh my god, kill one of the monsters if there are no longer any monsters remaining in all pursued characters' play cards areas. You win the game if there's at least one monster. Keep this card in your play area. If you have multiple copies of this card in your play area, as your action during your turn, you can give one of them to another character. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Oh my god, that's so amazing. So I can kill that monster. Okay. Okay, so I am going to be drawing that. And am I allowed to use these bonus cards in between the draws? That's the question. That is the question. Because would I be allowed to swap something? I'm going to be drawing it anyway, so it doesn't really make any difference. But, oh, so there's another Deformat XL, and maybe maybe I'm going to use the card transfer, but I'm going to do a quick back in 2 minutes. Sorry about this. I'll be back very soon. Okay, I am back. Don't know if that was how long that was exactly, but okay, so where was I? Oh yes, I am thinking card transfer. This is where it can actually be really useful. Okay, so cards transfer. So Deformatic XL. Wait a minute. If there's at least one monster, keep this card in your play area. So how does that interact with play as many as you like? With as many as you like, can you just play the Deformatic XL as many times as you want? Because, okay, if there are no longer, okay, so in the reading of the game that I can play as many as I like and I can play the same card multiple times, that means I win the game right now. If I'm kind of slightly disappointed. Just so if I don't use that reading of the rules. Then I play this, and I'll get rid of this one. And then I've played that. I can use cards transfer to transfer these two cards. Then I play Deformat XL to kill the other monster. And because that's a new card that was in my hand. And so either way, I just realized the win on this turn. Oh. So yeah, I guess that's the game. I guess I won. I feel slightly disappointed, to be honest. I mean, just and yeah, I get what are we intended to do. I could tell you the spoilers. I've clearly been quite curious myself as to what the other cards are, but yeah, card transfer allowed me to win the game, no matter the reading. I am wondering whether as many as you like, how does that interact with the Deformat XL? If you get the Deformat XL on as many as you like, do you instantly win the game? That is unclear. It feels like the poison, that never really came up. And, I might actually just show you. Okay, I'm going to have a big spoiler warning. If you don't want to see it, actually, I'm not going to show it because it's kind of. Then you've got another monster. It cannot get more. And then, yeah, this is card number 89. It's the rabbit. You're out of time. And then I really like the text on this final card, which says you only get a real victory if you play the cards 1 to 88 and kill all 4 monsters in a single playthrough. So I had to let them come out, and then it feels like, okay, I've done it. It feels like the end was slightly underwhelming, I'm going to be honest. Let me make myself a wee bit big. Do that. I definitely enjoyed it. It was definitely exciting to me. I was constantly thinking, oh, what's going to happen? And I guess I wanted more of a big reveal than this is a card that will, if I'd known going in, if I had not known, okay, let me actually put up the banner for the recap. Okay, so I played this game. I played it. I started and I lost, and I started and I lost, and then, well, I started and I lost, and I started and I realized that I was making a mistake with the left and right, and so I restarted, and then I managed to finish the game. And during my third playthrough, it was super exciting. I was enjoying it. I was like, okay, what's going to come up? And what's going to... would I want to play it another time? I don't know. A large part of the joy of it for me was... a large part of the joy for me, I guess, was seeing what would come up. I guess a large part of the joy for me was, hey, oh my god, this is what Friedemann Friese has put into the game. I feel like getting to the end and it's like, oh, you've got to... And I'll do the stretching time in just a moment because I'm about to finish. But slight spoiler warning. Yeah, so well, you saw it happen. So if I'd known that, I mean, this whole thing has been about spoilers. You knew when I started this that there was going to be spoilers. It feels like there's a story game. It feels like it's a game that I enjoyed playing through the once, and am I going to play it? If I'd known at the start, okay, you're going to work up, and then eventually you'll grab a weapon to destroy the monster with. And if I'd known that that was how it was going to be, it was like, okay, great, that's what will happen. And then, hey, I got the weapon. Oh, I managed to beat the monster. I don't know. I thought there was going to be some. I thought there was going to be something a bit more because it felt like it was ramping up, and for sure towards the end, it's like ramping. But then realizing that at the start, I'm trying to get through the deck, and then later on, oh wait a minute, okay, firstly the fact that the last card says if you draw this card you lose the game, that feels it's a bit antithetical to what the entire game was, and just feels a wee bit disappointing. I mean, I feel like I might try and have these things, and let's do it properly. If it's the last... Oh, wait a minute. Deformat XL, you can only play if it's the last card in your play area. Oh, bloody heck. I totally cheated. Okay. Damn. Okay. Let's sort it out. Oh my gosh. I am so happy. Okay. I'm so happy that I didn't win. I know that sounds perverse, but I am. Okay, let's get back into the game. Okay, brilliant. So what was going on here? I had just drawn the third monster. There was a Deformat XL on the top. I can take a permanent card. Okay, so this is the way I win the game. I know that now. You can only play this card if it's the last thing you play. At which point... card transfer was there. Okay, so I would have to reactivate a skip card from someone. So I play my reactivate. So I've reactivated the skip card, and I am going to skip the next person, so it will be Tweedledum next, because Tweedledum will do that. However, I am going to be... Yeah, I think I am going to play mine to take... No, I can't take that. Damn. Wait a minute. Can I do anything? Can only play it if it's lost card in your play area. Okay, so currently the only person who can do it is Tweedledum. Okay. Damn. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, mate. So just to clarify, I made a terrible mistake, and because I didn't use that word if it's the last card in your play area. On play to kill one of the monsters, and I'm trying to kill all the monsters, so I'm really wanting to kill the monster here, but I can't get rid of this monster if it's the last card in my play area. Leap in time. Oh, wait a minute. what does leap in time do? Again, let the previous active pursued character, based on the current turn order, takes the next turn. But skip the next pursued character in the current turn order. So if I were to do mine, but then skip them, then it would be the Diplomat XL. And so then, how does Diplomat XL work with as many as you like? Because I think I might have this. If it's as many as you like, if I can play the Diplomat XL multiple times, then what I will do is mine leap in time. Leap in time, it's your turn next. But skip, it's not actually your turn next. It's going to me. Oh, yeah. No. Wait a minute, is that all the bonus cards? Yeah. Oh. Unless I wanted to do... No. I think that, yeah, because unless somehow, because card transfer, if I've got 2 cards in my hand, then I could play it and I can kill the monsters, then unless I can do that. Wait, yes, card transfer. If you have multiple copies of this card in your play area, as your action during the turn, you can give one of them to another character. So I give one of them to Tweedledee. Then I kill the monster, then I kill the second monster because I can play as many as I like. Okay. Okay, yes, actually, you know what? Having just replayed it, I think I won again. That was a lot more satisfying. Doing the... You can play this card if it's the last card in your play area. So yeah, played by the correct rules, it is more satisfying. Who would have thought of that? I will also say that, yeah, it feels like there are some interactions which aren't super clear, like Diplomat XL, how does it work with as many as you'd like? I'm honestly not sure. How does skip a turn work with leap in time? This feels like the kind of stuff that if we had a proper rule sheet, so we'd be able to say, oh, by the way, FAQs, this is how these 2 cards interact, because you don't want to put it on this card, you don't want to put it on this card, but you want to have it somewhere to say, hey, weird interactions. If you leap in time and then you skip, was I correct? Like, would it have skipped this? And I'd be interested to know that. I feel like it was slightly sad how I got all this gold. I thought that the gold was really good, and yet it's not. That's kind of sad. It's kind of like the designers tricking you, because the designer's telling me, hey, gold is good, picking up cards is good. And then if I had picked up 3 more cards, it would be like boom, boom, boom. And then Friedemann and Hennig say, I'm just going to read out this bit. So this is going to be a big spoiler. If you draw this card, you lose the game. And all players at the other tables lose too, even if they are playing completely different games. Everybody loses. Of course, you only celebrate a real victory if you play the cards 1 to 88 and kill the 4 monsters in a single playthrough. And yeah, so yeah, you saw where this was going. It was monster, monster, monster. Yeah. There's definitely a lots of levity to the game. I like the fact that, you know, I like the fact that Friedemann is just putting themselves into games, making themselves green. It's like, yeah, it's a kind of silly thing. And I feel like having spent, what is it, 2.5 hours going through the game, really pondering, it's been a really solid puzzle. I've really enjoyed it. Would I keep this game? I don't know. Would I want to do it again? It felt like that end was interesting, but if I messed up at the start, I would just feel annoyed at myself. And so I do feel slightly unsatisfied just because of those interactions with the basically so yeah, what are the two interactions that I didn't quite understand? And I'll check on Board Game Geek. As many as you'd like with Defomat, and Leap in Time with Skip. And yeah, I don't know how those work. I still don't know. I'm going to clear this up based on what it says for the second chapter, which is, oh wait, the third chapter, 83 to 90, you need to keep in that order. So 86. Oh yeah, you don't get the thing just at the start. 85, 84, 83. Okay, so those cards are always at the bottom. And then the other cards, let's see, second chapter, subsequent game preparation. Leave all cards placed in the center, as well as any pursued character's permanent stuff untouched. Reactivate stuff. Place the monster to the side. Where did I put the monster? Oh yeah. Place the monster to the side. Shuffle all of these, all unplayed cards. So that would just be I would just be one, technically. Place them face down on the draw stack. Without shuffling, take the discard pile, place it back on the draw stack. And I guess the gold and the poison stay there. Leave all cards played in the center. What's if you're leaving cards played in the center? I guess poison is affecting you over multiple games. That seems really weird. And then, according to as written, like surely if you lose because of the poison, you can't just keep losing instantly. It needs to go back into the discard pile somehow. But so I guess all of these go on top. So I can play them again. And yeah, the bonuses. So if I wanted to play again, I guess it would be easier because yeah, I would have the bonuses straight away, but you want to leave the bonuses until the end. And I would have the gold straight away, but it doesn't mean you get the gold multiple times. Would it actually be easier? I don't know. I'd be interested to play it one more time, and maybe not after that. You know what? I'll probably play it one more time and then do some sort of review of it. But it has been really nice to play. That's going to be my conclusion. That it's been a really enjoyable game to play. I'm very grateful to Friedemann Friese for making this lovely, wonderful game. Yeah, I think that a lot more people deserve to play this game. And yeah, I think that if you are someone who likes pondering, who likes working out puzzles, who likes I think this is definitely a game that you might enjoy. I think someone like Matthew Dunstan, for example, might really enjoy the game. I wonder if Matthew's got it. If Matthew hasn't, then I might suggest that Matthew gets it. There is definitely an element of, yeah, sorts of adventure exit game where once you've beaten it, it's like, okay, I've seen it. There was so much joy in seeing everything. It's more of an experiential game. Is it? It is also very much a game about the choices I made. I feel like I made good choices. I feel like I kept my stuff, and I feel like I did a good job. It's definitely a lot of possibilities, and I wonder at the amount of work that must have gone into that. I would love to do a game like that. I think that's, it's like, you know what, I'm not going to review this. I'm going to do a separate video at some point in the future where I review it, where I talk about it. I'll have played it a second time in the interim, but I really enjoyed it. This is, whatever we say about it, this is the kind of game that it seeps into your mind, that it stays there, and it's like, oh my god, it's like, so it influences you, it changes you. This has changed me as a designer. This is memorable. If games are ultimately about experiences, this was such an experience. Yes, a lot of that experience was about making the choices and making strategic choices and getting myself through, but I still felt like, hey, it's kind of a choice-making experiential game. There's something interesting about that. Kind of like, yeah, escape rooms. I guess it's no different to escape rooms in a box or whatever. But no, I just can't get over how much I enjoyed that. That was my favorite. That was definitely my favorite game that I've played in recent memory. Definitely my game that I've played this year. Out of all the games I've played this year, and I've not played that many, actually, I've played quite a few on BGA, including all of them, and including, I just feel like this is such a solid game, and I'm going to talk about it more on a Sunday. But for now, that is me. I have played this. I managed to win it. I feel a sense of accomplishment. I feel a sense of achievement that all my choices, even if I'm not 100% sure if I did it exactly correctly, I hope I did the gun correctly, because honestly, I don't have the stamina to play for it again. And I will double check about those two interactions. But that was such a good game. I loved going through and working out and pondering things and analyzing things. That was so good. I enjoyed it. I loved it. If you've enjoyed this stream, stuffbybez.com, stuffbybez.bigcard.com, twitter.com/stuffbybez, instagram.com/stuffbybez, twitch.tv/stuffbybez. I'll be streaming every day at 10 a.m. UK time this week. youtube.com/stuffbybez. I keep all the old episodes up there, and stuffbybez.com/discord. And so, yeah, thank you, everyone. I don't know if anyone's still watching. Let me actually double check if any. Who's actually in the chat? Yeah, I think it might just be me, but it has been lovely, and thank you, everyone. If you're watching this after the fact, thank you for watching. Let me know. I mean, wow, that was an epic stream. That was a 3-hour, 20 minutes playthrough. And so, yeah, have you played Flea? One thing I would actually be interested to know, having watched it, before you watched this, were you likely to play it or buy it to play? And after watching it, are you more or less likely to play? I'm very curious. And yeah, I am very curious. What's your opinions on Flea, having watched it, and your relative? How likely am I to play it now? And also, since Friedemann Friese clearly likes green, and I like wearing a lot of red. Do you have any affinity with any particular color? Let me know in the comments, in the YouTube comments or in the Facebook comments if you are watching this, wherever you're watching this. Thank you very much. Oh, hello, Nicholas. I'm just wrapping up, and we're about to finish up. It was such a good stream. I'm not going to do another recap. Nicholas says, I haven't played it. I'm likely to play it. I wouldn't necessarily watch it because of spoilers. That makes total sense. And so, yeah, like at the start, I should have maybe been a bit clearer. I did spoil everything because I managed to win the game. I don't think that's going to spoil it too much if I say, if you want to win the game, it's going to take you about 3 hours. That is what I've worked out. That playing the entire game, this game has about 3 hours of really good content. I really enjoyed it. I am going to do a spoiler-free review on a future Sunday. I really enjoyed it. Thank you very much. But there's just 2 weird interactions in the rules, and so I might have cheated, but I'm not sure. It was only on the final turn that those weird interactions came up, so I'm going to double-check Board Game Geek later this afternoon. But thank you very much. Anyway, again, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Nicholas, for popping in. Thank you, everyone who was watching earlier. Even if you moved away, I'm guessing like Sates and stuff went away because they didn't want to even have the possibility of all the spoilers. And now that I've scared away everyone and just someone's back here, so over to you. What are you up to? You can share anything you want to. I should have finished this stream a while ago. I'm going to finish up so that I can chat to Chris, so that Chris and I can do some work. And Chris, if you're watching, I'm very sorry that I've not finished my stream already. But Chris has got to do a whole bunch of photos, so hopefully Chris is doing a good job on them. I'm going to try and get ready for... Oh yeah, I applied for the Ravensburger thing. I've got a meeting. I'm going to schedule that meeting. I've got like 3 really exciting meetings. Oh yeah, I've got a stream tomorrow. What is my stream tomorrow? I'm getting to know Dina. We've already met Dina. We've already had a first meeting, Dina, getting to know Dina. Now we just talk. It's just like the same, but we now cover slightly different stuff. Then there will be a Friendly Friday forum on Friday, meeting Anna Vassenberg on Saturday. I will be on someone else's stream on Saturday evening, which is kind of exciting. Sunday, I'll be reviewing all sorts of Board Game Arena things, and I might be discussing... When I say reviewing, it's more of like a first impressions. But I'll just be giving my first impressions of all the games that I've been playing in the past week. Yeah, I played a lot of games in the past week if you count online. So I'll be giving first impressions of all of them and also talking about Board Game Arena. I'm really excited to be discussing Board Game Arena on Monday. And then next Tuesday, getting back to the whole discussing playtest with Alan Paul, Matthew Dunstan, and we'll be playing Balanceable. Anyway, that is what's going on, and then meeting Paul Stapleton. And then Thursday the 25th will be episode 300. So that is my streams coming up. And you got a submission in, and awesome, nice work. And you submitted Ice Pie. Awesome. Well, I'm happy to, I guess, in some sense, it wouldn't have existed had I not run the game jam, which was... I need to actually delete this banner. I've got a banner that says there's a game jam coming up. I've just pressed delete on it. 6-2 for... Yeah, like it was really nice having you part of it. Thank you so much for doing that. And I'm really honored that now it's like something where it's, yeah, let's submit this. I mean, I think it's likely to be a wee bit above the complexity level that they're looking for, but you know what? Why not? Why not go for it? As long as you represent it clearly, that's the key thing. When you're doing these sorts of pitches, just represent it clearly, and then they can say if they're wanting a more complex roll and write or if they aren't. And so, yeah, lots of love. It's been... Oh, you're tweaking it. Are you going to make it even simpler? I mean, yeah, do you want input? Do you want random ideas? I mean, if it were me, I would just yeah, reduce all the numbers, reduce all the money. Like make sure that something costs 1 and something costs, make all the money, like change it so that it's like 1, 2, 3. How many of them were there? Could it be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and make it a little bit easier to add? I don't know. But then 2's like so much more than 1. Maybe it could be 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. I don't know. And maybe it's like 1, 2, or 3. That could be something. Anyway, the jam was great. So I'm really glad that you enjoyed it. Honestly, that's completely unsolicited feedback. And so yeah, I would personally, if I were to make a drastic cut, I would just make the cost, the money that you get, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. So where's the I hope that makes sense. And then on the second tier, it might be like 4, 2, because that goes to 2, and then 4, 2, 2. I need to write that down, sorry. And where's the bits of paper? Here's a scrap of paper. Oh yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody backwards. I decided I wasn't going to do that again. So if you had 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 for the 3 options, and then you carried on the same aspects of each person doing the other person of the persons to their left. So it'd be 4, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. So that's what it would be like. So the numbers are between 1 and 4. So I think that makes sense. Yeah, that is just the way I would personally do it, and see if it's still interesting enough, because you don't want to take away the interesting aspect, but maybe that still keeps the interesting aspects of, okay, but then how do you do the random scoop? How do you do the random scoop? Maybe for the random scoop, you don't need just 1 ice cream. Maybe for the random scoop, you actually need 3 ice creams. 3 ice creams for 1. So the random scoop is 3 or more ice creams. So it's also a get out of jail card in case someone's messed up, because you could see in a family setting, like a child making some really bad choices. So the easy scoop is just 3 or more, gives you 1 money. So it's clearly worse than other people. But yeah, that's all my feedback. Now, that's it. But yeah, that brings me to the end of the thing. And so, yeah, congratulations to, well done on getting it in. If you think that this is a fun stream, or if you think that other people are going to be interested in like getting to know Dina tomorrow, or want to jump in on Friday, or when I review all the board game arena things, when I'm just going to be doing a boom, 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 like a review-a-palooza on, what's it going to be? Yeah, Sunday. Or what's Saturday? Oh yeah, meeting Anna Vassenberg. Then share, spread the word. Let someone know. I know I always say this, but honestly, if you let one person know, that can help a lot. Like, or if you post about it in one community that you're part of. Now, since there's a couple of us, I'm going to say, let's raid someone that there's not too many people on. So shall we? So what's UK Games Expo? Let's pop over there and see what they are doing, because I am curious myself. So we will be raiding UK Games Expo. And if you want to copy paste some or indeed all of that message, then feel free to do it. And yes, that is all I have left to say. So unless anyone else has anything that they want to say, I mean, if you do want to say something you're looking forward to or whatever, then feel free to chime in. Otherwise, your time has gone. And the only thing, it's been, yes, excellent. Been yearning excellence. Been, I just need to stop this. Bye, 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 bye. This is a goodbye song. Bye bye, bye bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye bye, bye bye. This is the end of the show. Bye bye, bye bye. And now it's time to go. Bye bye, bye bye. This is a goodbye song. Bye bye, bye bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye bye, bye bye. This is the end of the show. Bye bye, bye bye. And now it's time to go. Bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye.